Good morning, Minecraft. Yeah, it's been a week. All I can say at the moment. Like all day yesterday, I think I was in city for about 10 minutes. And it was just to talk to Buju and Gia, which I didn't talk to Buju, but I talked to Gia. Ah, sorry, I'll give y'all the full rundown of what happened in a minute. Let me just get this open. Nope, okay. Oh, I don't even think Arya be able to run today, tired as I am. Like, let me put it to you this way. If we had to go somewhere, like, even if I had to go to, like, the store, I think I'd probably just call someone to bring me. I don't even think I could walk. I definitely couldn't drive. I'm not driving fast, if you notice. I'm not speeding around. In the past, I'd say 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5, 5 to 6, 6 to 7. So that would be 53 hours. I might have got 4 hours of sleep. I don't know how long I'll be on today. Maybe until I fall asleep, but I feel okay now. Oh, it was an interesting day for what I thought was gonna be a 30-minute doctor's appointment turned into a 2-day, which is still going on. Yeah. No, so we went to the doctor. Her back is hurting so bad that we wanted, to see if maybe they could just... They have a procedure where they can burn the nerve endings, and it gives her relief. But you have to wait a while before doing it, and we weren't sure when the last time they did it was. So we were gonna go see if maybe we could schedule that procedure. And, well, the people who run the stimulator in her back wanted to look at the stimulator to make sure something wasn't going wrong or it was, working right, but they can do that in the hospital. So they said they would be there that day. So we admitted my patient to the hospital so that she wouldn't be sitting in the ER. Yeah, they showed up yesterday. A day late. And, we didn't get released from the hospital. We went in there at 9:30 on... What's today? I don't even know what today is. Give me a second. Uh-oh. Did my thing go bad? Oh. Okay, I'm still here. We went in there 9:30 on Wednesday. We got out at about 3:30 yesterday, and I had to stay up the entire time. My voice, I'm glad I have the voice changer, because my voice is completely shot. I was reading to her most of the time. She was reading a book on her phone, and she couldn't do it while laying down, so I was reading to her. We came home yesterday at about, maybe I'd say, no, I can tell you when. Yesterday, oh, it doesn't tell me time. Yep, I called Gia and met her at, I was in Roxwood. And then she was in Roxwood. I met her at the mechanic shop and we talked about the businesses. Because as most of y'all know, the businesses, there's 3 of them, a mechanic shop and 2 restaurants that are available. So, my machines are broke. Let me fix them. Now, one of them was broke. The other one wasn't. It just ran out of stuff. Okay. No, but, so yeah, we sat there and I called Gia and I asked her, are they, I would be, I'll be honest with you. I know the entire time what I've said the past 2 months, but if I could, I'd be more interested in getting up and at 'em than I would Burger Shot. But Gia and Snoop put in for Up and Atom. I might put in for Up and Atom. I don't know. I got till, I think, 2 days. Yeah, they're gonna decide. I think I have till tomorrow. RJ has put in for Burger Shot. So if RJ was to get Burger Shot, I would just ask him for a manager job. You know, like I have been doing. But, Buju is putting in for the mechanic shop. He's not putting in for the... He's putting in for that mechanic shop, not Up and Atom. Sorry, I'm scatterbrained a little bit. But... I will get some sleep. Believe me, I will get some sleep later. But I have some stuff to do. Work-related stuff I had to do this morning. Let me turn these machines back on before I forget. Am I out of... No, I'm not out of water, but I am out of the plant. Did I don't even know. I don't remember where I was. I was playing Windrose a little earlier. Yeah, I have 122. And that's for this right here, right? Yeah, I'm gonna make 200 of each of these. I'm playing Windrose, and I realized that my fast ship, the one I call the Olive Branch, is the middle tier class ship. It's not the third one, which is like apparently super fast. So I was gathering materials for that, and I fell asleep. And I woke up. So I thought this is more of a... This will keep my mind focused more. Well, I don't need to get ingredients right now because most of the restaurants aren't opening. I mean, I guess they could. But, they took... If I go here and I go to business, they will tell you 0 active employees. I have no access to anything, and that was done... I don't know if that was done deliberately or what, but Gia had that problem too. She couldn't get access to Up and Atom. She had to talk to Bucket. Because I think Bucket's in control of it now. Like, I'm honestly considering... I don't know what I'm considering. Honestly, I'm gonna be 100% high, Elisa. I'm considering just going alcohol. Just saying to hell with it and doing what every other farm is doing. I don't want to, though. We'll see what happens. I still have all this, and then I still have to go get, the glass I bought from Nico and from Gia. I'm not making alcohol fast enough to, warrant buying the glass. So eventually I'm just gonna end up either A, being broke, because I'm buying glass too much, or B, stockpiling so much that I really can't do. I have $62. Give me 1,500. Like, I don't even know what to do here. I don't know if anyone's gonna open Bob. I don't know. Well, technically it's not Bob's anymore. It's back to just being Burger Shot. All my farms look to be... What about this one? Yeah, repaired. My original plan was to get on last night and do just a little bit. I couldn't do it. I was so tired. I still am so tired, but I have to stay up. When my partner gets up, I can go take a nap. She's, offered to help me today. She doesn't have a real busy day herself. I try not to, do this often because... basically, if something does happen, I'm the only one certified. My partner's not, so she would have to come get me anyway. Alright, I'm good with... Wondering, I might just make all this into food oil. Yeah, why not? I mean, I can't really do anything with the sunflowers. I gotta, it's food oil but no, 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 I'm sorry. Food oil is stored in the dashboard. That's why those are there. That's right. I'm forgetting. I'm about to make mistakes because I'm tired. I don't want to have 600 slots taken up by food oil. Okay. So I have 400 yeast, so technically I could make... I'm gonna have 600 yeast? Is that what I'm seeing? Or no? 400 plus 278. It will be 600. It'll be 678. So I can go get 200 glass and make it into bottles. And make those and then go get the grapes and I can start producing. Let's do one white and one red. We'll do the white first. I have enough. Yes, I have enough. Let's turn the bottle machine on. Start making bottles. God, if it was still plastic to make bottles, no one would be selling alcohol. Because there's no, like, easy way to get rubber. Alright, 800 grapes. While we're waiting to see where the restaurants land, we'll make a little wine. You've been busy. I can't have a long sleep, that's the problem. I can only take like about a 2-hour nap and then I have to get up. And then I have to take another. It's gonna be a few days before I get back. Like tonight I might be able to sleep, but last night I had to stay up. When she gets home, part of the mandate is that when a patient comes home from the hospital, you have to monitor. Because, they're no longer in the hospital. I want to say, I'll tell you all this right now. 100% from the bottom of my heart, I want to thank the nursing staff. They were amazing, and they always are. Like, I'm so glad we don't live in some mega city where a nurse only has like 10 seconds to spend with a patient for that to run to the next one. They went and got food for me. They went and got tea. I drank some decaffeinated tea yesterday. I had to. They got milk and water. I didn't have to ask for any of it. They know us. That we go there, often enough. But who's over there? Who's that over there? That looks like the what's ridiculous people? That place's truck. There's no one in it. Yeah, that looks like the mini mall's delivery truck. Nicholas and Chad, thank you. Nicholas, Wade, Michael. Morning. Oh, y'all, I'm a little tired, but if the truck stops, it won't for a while. But if I'm driving somewhere and the truck just slowly stops, probably I went to sleep. I was doing boring stuff in Windrose, though, I will say that. It wasn't like I was making cloth, I was crafting stuff. It was just standing around waiting. It's not... To drive in this game, I need the focus. I need to fix my truck again. This truck, I don't know if they've, offset the infinite gas with, like, very low tolerance, but man... What I do drive is crazy sometimes, I can't lie. And I will be taking frequent water breaks with my throat. I read probably 26 chapters of a novel yesterday. Out loud, and I even tried to do voices for the people. Because I know when she reads out loud sometimes. She doesn't realize she's doing it. And she makes, like, different noises for the people. It's how she did it when she was a little girl. So you're gonna hear me clearing my throat a lot, too. But no, I figured I wasn't gonna do this morning. I'm not gonna lie. I was gonna, like, put a message out, but I have to do it. I wanted to get some things looked at and done. So I figured I may as well just come start, stream it. Let y'all know what's happening, but yeah. No, this is gonna happen from time to time. That's why I don't do, like a member-thon, or I know a lot of people don't do that this early in their career. But if I can't guarantee every day I can stream, then I don't want to, like, put something out there. I even went so far last night as to eat spicy food because it keeps me awake. I like spice. I'm a southern girl, so I like spice. But as I've gotten older, it keeps me awake. So I made some chicken yesterday when we came home, and I put hot sauce all over it. It's not the hottest stuff because, like, none of us really like hot stuff. I keep it around for. There's a specific. It's something akin of a hangover here, but it's for migraines. And my partner suffers from migraines. So I need a little bit of hot sauce for it. It's some chemical in the hot sauce. It's like when I have a sore throat. I don't know yet, Michael. I might. I'm thinking about it today. I was gonna, like... I don't know. I want to, don't get me wrong. The problem is, and this is something I've come to my own conclusion, well, my brother has helped me as well, okay? This has nothing to do with anyone else in Redline, okay? Arya is doing a little too much. She's getting involved in a little too much. I get that I'm trying to help people, and I understand that I want to be the person to help people, but I'm getting involved in a little much, and I'm stretching myself a little thin. So I'm not trying to backstep or stop, but I might want to see what happened. I don't know which one to put in for, that's the problem. Like, if I go in for Up and Atom, I'd love to keep the staff they already have, because they all work. And they don't work alone. There's always like 2 or 3 of them in there. And at Bob's Burgers, I have experience. I pretty much can do it by myself, but I don't want that to be the business. I don't know, like, I can't put in for both. But I don't know which one to put in for, if I do put in for one. Like, one of the questions they ask is, how are you gonna, basically they want to know what are you gonna do to retain employees, and I mean, it's not up to me about that, it's up to pay. I can't be like, I'm gonna give 100% profit to all of us. It doesn't work that way, then the government gets nothing and they're not gonna like that. But, I just don't understand. Like, you have people who want to live in Sandy, like I do. You have people who just genuinely stay up in Roxwood now, like Boujou and Gia. And then you have people who are constantly just, city. But it seems like the people who live out in the country want to work, like want to have jobs. It seems like the people in the city don't want to work. So it's one of those things that, I mean, at first, you're gonna get, like, say RJ gets Bob's. He'll have employees because they'll be like, oh, you know, blah, blah, blah. I wanna, you know, okay, I thought I saw something. But he'll have employees come, but then eventually it's gonna be like it is now, where they just kind of stop coming into work. It's how do you retain the employees? And I don't have an answer for that question. That's the question that's stopping me from applying. Like, if they're asking how are you gonna get employees, I can't say I went the wrong way. I can't say that, oh, I'll just keep the employees I have, because none of the employees I have show up. Which is their right, you know, if that's what they want to do, that's what they want to do. You can't force them to work, you know. But I like the Up and Atom better because they work together. Like, they make sure, okay, I'm gonna go open. Let's you come with me, you come with me. And they're like, okay. Like, if RJ gets control of Bob's and asks me to be a manager because I've done it, I'm firing everyone. Not everyone. I wouldn't fire everyone, but a lot of people are gonna lose their jobs because they just don't come to work. Okay, glass. I got 5 bottles. If I turn the wipe on, it'll take 5 minutes. Good. That's enough. All right, where's white grapes? Grape white. Okay, I need to go get 200 more. They have the even 1,000. Like, I'll be honest with you. There's like 4 employees I would keep. That's it. Because everybody else, either they never show up. I've never seen them. You know? And I'd probably want to rehire someone, but they're not in the city at the moment. That's why I don't think I hired anyone. Because, oh, I took the lawyer sticker off. It's no longer in my thing, since I'm not a lawyer anymore. Yeah, I took that off. I have it still saved, so if I ever want to put it back up there, I can. I can just throw it back up there instantly. I don't delete those. But yeah, the problem with applying, me applying for the restaurant, is how am I gonna... The employee thing. That's why, honestly, I think Up and Atom would be the better one to apply for, but... You know, Gia wants it. Snoops is, King Snoops is, King, as he called. He applied for it. But they work there, so, like, I don't want to take it away from them. I want the best person that can run it to be able to run it. And I don't know if I'm the best person to run Bob's. I don't know. I don't know how other people would run it. You know, Mac might be a better person to run Bob's. If, you know, she's been there for a while. She's passionate when she goes in there to cook. Where am I going? Where am I going? I'm going to get grapes. See, y'all? So... I'm so out of it right now. I'm completely going the wrong way. I thought I was going to Roxwood to pick something up. I'm glad I figured that out before I made it all the way up there. Ah, the mechanic shop I have no interest in. I don't know. I might. I'm thinking today. I'm gonna look at the announcement today. They put out an announcement. And I'm gonna look. I have till Sunday, I think, is when they're gonna cut it off. So I'm gonna look at it today. I need to talk to a few people in the city. I want to talk to Buju. Because if he owns the mechanic shop, I want to know, would he still be willing to work at Up and Atom if I applied for it? I mean, all the other questions they have for the management position, I'm pretty good with. Like, you know, how are you going to keep up product / your interactions with the farms? Well, that's a no-brainer. You know, I own a farm. I'm pretty good relationship with that farm. That farm's been supplying both restaurants for the past month. which I wouldn't stop. I'd still sell the burger shot. You know? I don't know if I would change the menu, though, because they're all used to working with the burritos and stuff like that. So I don't know if I would actually change. Like, Bob's Burgers could change the menu because nobody had been there for so long. Like, Bob's never really had a food identity. Like, he tried so hard for the hot dogs, and it just didn't really work. Because Rex's mascot is a dinosaur holding a hot dog. So if RJ was to get control of Burger Shot, and yeah, I would tell him, do the chicken burger, the cheeseburger, the fish burger, if it ever becomes available. You know, maybe not chicken buckets. Maybe have those as like a special. You know, but offer a 4-piece deal to food. You know, maybe that's where you offer the chicken bucket, right? You have like a special meal deal. No, I would say chicken nuggets. Chicken nuggets and french fries, right? A soda and a water for $500. That would be a great deal. Let's see. Because it's $15 for the drink, right? So that's $30. Chicken nuggets are another $15. Well, if I do my new pricing, let's see. It'd be... For french fries, it would be $5. The chicken nuggets, it would be $20. That's $25. Plus $30. Yeah, it's $55 that you're charging $500 for. You're still making a hell of a profit. But, like, if you wanted a two steak burritos and a 2-drink combo, those burritos are going to cost a lot more to make. Plus, I have a feeling if I put a 2-drink combo for $500, I'd put some of the other restaurants. A lot of them might be upset because, like, they have that option. Don't get me wrong. But they want to sell, you know, like, I think a Quick Bites combo for Yvette, which is, 1 2-food and 1 drink is like $900. But then again, they're giving you burrito. They're giving you, you know, something that takes a lot more to make. Plus, you have to be kind of competitive with the sandwiches and the water. Because if it's cheaper to just go buy sandwiches, people will just go buy sandwiches. Okay, I finally made it here after the misstep journey I took earlier. I don't know where I was going, but you know what? Let's see. I'm gonna figure this out real quickly. I'm gonna sit here for a second. All right, steak burrito. Let's see. 15, 15, 5, 5. So that's right here is 10, 20, this 30, $50 just for these. And then to make salsa, I'm not exactly sure what it takes to make salsa. I never look it up. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Smelly corpse. What a name. Oh, thank you for making me laugh. Thank you so much. Look at the sun balloon. Okay, that's $100 in tomatoes. That's $10 in garlic, $15 in bell peppers, $15 onion slices. So that's 15, 30, 45, 55, 155 plus 155, 175, 195, 200. That's $205 to make a steak burrito. So if I sold 2 of those for $500, you know, you're not making any profit. Plus drinks. But like the fries and the nuggets are the easiest things to make. So it'd be a fry and nugget. I don't know if they last as long, like your hunger meter. I don't know if they fill you up as much. Or if they last as long, you know, durability-wise. But that's why it would be cheaper, because it'd be just something quick, little fast bite, you know? Thought I was gonna tip over. Oh geez, my vision just doubled on me for a second. It blurred and everything doubled. Actually, this is helping keeping me up. Talking. It is helping keeping me up. Ah, what a time, huh? I don't drink caffeine at all. I know everybody's probably like, go get some coffee. Yeah, IRL, I've not had caffeine in over at least 15 years. It's the second hardest habit to break. It's the second most addictive substance in this world. And if the first one, study-wise, the most addictive substance in this world is sugar. It's bad for you. It has a need in your body, you know, but you can live without it. You can live without sugar. But it's the most addictive substance in the world. And caffeine is the second. But yeah, I've not had caffeine. It's probably been over 15 to 20 years. Unfortunately, I had sugar yesterday. I've been off my diet for a few weeks, and I need to get back on it. It's just, I was on it all last year, and the stuff I have to eat just tastes so boring. Like, it's lost a lot of its flavor. Is the mechanic shop open? No. I wonder if I can wash this. Like, why? I don't really need to, though. This isn't like a show truck. Well, imagine if we did that, a truck show, where every company pulls out their big rigs and modifies them. Oh, all the storage vans. Imagine how many people would get robbed. Well, no, this isn't those kind of cities. Oh, storage van show. Everybody would come in just the basic storage van. I know a bunch of people will modify them with like cosmetics and stuff. Don't get me wrong. But most people, they just buy them, put them in the garage, and pull them out when they need it. Oh, good morning, Kosh. Try unsweetened grapefruit juice. Good and tart. Should help keep you awake. Having a goal and talking will do more for me than anything. And I do have a goal right now. I can turn the white wine machine on. Or did I already did that, I think. Yeah, I already did that. Okay. Alright, so that's 1,000. Oh no. The AC just kicked on and it's slightly blowing on me. Cold air makes you tired. It's just a fact. But let's see, it's 8:12 and it's already 92 degrees outside. Good news is though, the man who fixed our washing machine came by yesterday and fixed it. And now I know what to do. My brother's told me what I can do. The drain line is getting clogged. I don't know how, but it rained a lot here, and that might have had something to do with it. So my brother told me go to the hardware store that I used to work for. And it was a little mom and pop hardware store. And they said buy like a little flexible PVP, something like that, pipe or hose. And whenever it starts backing up, just take that and run it through the drain until you hit whatever's blocking and just keep on hitting it until it loosens it up. And that doesn't sound hard. Alright, so I already have wine making. Bottles are doing it. I don't have enough room for another, like, I can't get 800 more red grapes because I need to let the white wine run for a minute. here's the thing, too. Say I apply for Up and Atom, and say they're like, well, she has, you know, experience running the other one. I would probably hire the managers at my farm. That way, if we need something and I'm not on, they can come down and either make it themselves or pick it up. So you would get jobs. That's what the farm originally. I think that PVC, yes. He says a little black hose. I know what it is, but I'm not like I'm gonna have to go try to get it. I don't know if they sell that though. They sell wire, but he said don't use wire. He said that'll damage the pipe. But if we didn't have, like, say the inventory up here was like 10K, right? I probably would hire people to make wine and alcohol. I probably would hire them to, they can go and get all kind of stuff. But being that it's 4,000, if I hire somebody to do that, then they might fill up the farm and I can't do the other stuff. So it is a catch-22. Oh, somebody bought Gia's glass, or she took it down to sell to me, maybe. I still need to call Nico. He's probably not in the city, though. He's tried calling me, yeah.
Sure.
He's probably trying to get rid of that glass because it's taking up room. Alright, see, I can bring a lot of this stuff to the restaurant, but I don't know if I have access to the restaurant. Like I said, Gia didn't have access to the restaurant. She had to call Bucket, and Bucket had to straighten that out. Because something, I don't know, like the new hires could go in and work, but she couldn't. And I'm not saying he did anything wrong. I don't know. Maybe he restricted access and then that restricted all access. I don't know. Okay, so I have the wheat plant in here. Oh, well, I can get rid of those outfits. I'm not just yet. We'll see what happens. I mean, I can go get 200 red grapes, and then, yeah, let's do that, because I need 1,000 red anyway. We can go get 200. Plus, I don't think I turned this one on. No, I didn't. Why is this off? Okay. I'm gonna need, 800 from this when it has, but I can knock the 200 out. Right, yeah, and I'll just make, these will be the only 2 I make today. I probably won't make any more alcohol. I should be making 400 a day. That way I can get rid of all this glass. Okay. Alright, now I'm going to get grapes. I was about to turn and go, yeah. Air compressor hose. I died. Maybe. I don't know what that is. He just said get a little, maybe, what did he say? Half-inch, quarter-inch, something like that. He said just get a little bit of the hose, get about 10 feet of it, and just stick it. He had a word for it, but I forgot it. He just said stick it down the pipe. Run it down the pipe, and then when you feel it stop, then you've hit the clog, and all you have to do is just like pull it back and shove it back in until you loosen it up. The clog, the gentleman yesterday told the partner that it was a soft clog. Like, I think he might have run a compressor. I know she said something about air. But, and he said he heard it pop, and then that was it. And we did all of our laundry last night. That's one of the other reasons I was up late. Just catching up on laundry. It's time to change into the spring sheets. You know, we had 2 different blankets on the bed. We had a fleece blanket because it was cold in the winter. But now it's getting to be 90 degrees in the morning at 7 in the morning. It's time to go back to the lighter blankets. We had to wash all those and put them up. Okay, let's see. It's funny, Subnautica 2 came out yesterday. Well, the early access, you know, so basically, is the game complete? That's what I want to know. It says early access, but I mean, I don't want it to be another Windrose where, you know, I get to a certain point and they're like, okay, you're gonna have to wait until we finish it. But I kind of want to go back and play number 1. I never played Below Zero either. I need to actually play that one. Subnautica 1, I like the building when you learned how to like build actual, like you could build a biome. I ended up building like a pillar base, like it was straight up. It was basically a cage, and I trapped in one of the leviathans. That way I can go around the areas around where the ship crashes. There's a Reaper Leviathan, and he always was annoying because I only use my Seamoth mostly. And so I built a base around him. That way he can't escape. He could just sit in there and swim in circles. That's all he could do. And I can go discover and collect everything in peace. I see, I think T-Bond is playing Subnautica 2. I saw he might have did a stream of it. I don't want to spoil anything because I'll play it. I like the Subnautica series. I think it's interesting. It's a survival game underwater. Like in Ark, when I had my little friend group, one of them, she was terrified of the water. She did not. I was the water person. I built underwater. I maintained underwater. I captured the creatures underwater. She would not go underwater. And then I got her a berry. It's called a baryonic. Oh, they moved the great pickup point. No, they didn't. Okay. Oh, that's his farm. I see the yellow farm. That's this is Teabag's farm. Right here, that building. Well, they had a creature called a baryonyx, which we call Barry. And the way I had help with the breeder. We grew one up to like 450 levels and like 2,000 attack. There's not much that can withstand him. So she got comfortable on that. But other than that, she did not want to go in the water. So Subnautica definitely would not be a game for her. She always used to make the joke, I don't know how to swim in real life, you know? But, yeah, it was funny. Oh. Trying to think, I have... The world that I'm on in Ark is like a desert world. There's like very little water. And it's not even deep enough to swim. Like there's no underwater segments. It's in my opinion, it's probably the hardest world to play on, but not the hardest to survive on. They have weather conditions that like very detrimental. Some can destroy your stamina instantly. Blur your vision. Some of them you can't pull out your dinosaurs to help. Some of them could just kill you because of heat. But the hardest world, they have one that's set underground. That's probably the hardest to survive on because there's just so much there. They put the extremely dangerous dinos in the safe zone, you know? You'll be trying to build a base, and all of a sudden a basilisk will pop up out the ground, and there's nothing you can do. You're gonna die. And then he's gonna take root right there. So you're gonna have to find some way to lure him far enough away. Oh. I kind of miss Aberration. It's a fun map. But it's definitely, there's no learner's curve there. You have to know what you're doing. The problem with Ark is you can, like, perfect example. The dragon. The wyverns that I have. They're boss level wyverns. So I can go in and do the boss, and I'm not even fearful that they're gonna lose. Like, I'm not even gonna lose one of them. They're gonna shred the boss. So after a while, it just becomes that there's nothing really for you to do. You know, you can try to build, that's about it. Alright, so this will be the start of the red. I'm so glad I didn't go get my pilot's license. I thought about getting a pilot's license and the weapons license the day they came out, and like trying to buy a plane. I would have never used it. Ugh. So, who has the card? Does Bucket have the card, or does RJ have it still? RJ hit me up on Discord last night right as I was going to lay down. Pick a small map. He's like, "You're not in the city," and I'm like, "No, I can't." No. Okay, so if I had 800 spaces, I might go get more. I do not. So I gotta wait for the white to burn. I gotta wait for at least a little bit of this and this to burn off before I go get more. I could go get like 600 at a time and just put it in storage until the farm's empty. Ugh. I should have, I know that Gia was talking about placing an order for the restaurant, so... I mean... I might let it sit for a minute. Just the ambulance is on. And then I'll birdie in a few. 200 looking to buy microcircuits and copper plates. Yes, right here. What business are you applying for? Okay. I wouldn't change the name. Everybody knows. Like, Burger Shot will probably be considered Burger Shot. You'd free advertising. There's all kind of Burger Shot stuff in the city. Your name, your phone number, if you have experience. The names of any managers you wish to bring in with you. That's my problem. Like, what do you think would help any other information you think would help make you the most successful business owners, including plans for advertising, employee bonus, managing farm relations. Well, this one's easy. You know, that one's really easy. This one's easy enough because I was planning if nothing would happen with Bob's, I was planning on starting an employee thing. Plans for advertising? I mean, Birdie. I mean, there's not really much you can do in the way of advertising besides Birdie and word of mouth. Just like in the real world, you know. Most advertising's done online now. Alright, all applications must be submitted before May the 7th. See, the thing, the names of managers we bring in with you. See, I would be like the same people that work there. Nico and Mac are great managers. They are. Nico's not in the city anymore, though. More so if helis were allowed? Yeah, if helis were allowed, Jesus, everybody would be buying helicopters. What are you going to do to ensure the business will be open? Work it. I mean, that's not a good idea to say just work it, you know? What you think make you a good choice to be the operator? Like, I don't know, I might send Bucket a text message via text, as well as sending any business plans and files to Bucket via the website messaging. Oh, give me 1 second. I'm gonna have to go get some more water. Hello, everyone. Sorry, I'm back. I put something in the vitamin C in the water. One of those little shaker packs. So it's orange flavored water with a little bit of vitamin C. Maybe that'll help. Okay, let me catch up. Thank you, BB. Hi, how you doing? Thank you for the sun balloon. Is the government getting food from Ario or just getting it from, well, I don't know. They have the ability to, get from the farmer's market if no other, like, if I put bacon on there, they have to buy my bacon before they can buy it from the local. But right now, I don't know if anybody has anything up because it's still doing that where it disappears. So I don't know until that's fixed. I mean, I'll give them their food. I got no issue with providing them. It might take a few minutes for me to get everything. Ooh. Doesn't taste as I thought it would. Not bad, just different. Okay, I'm looking at glass like it's bottles. I only have 10 bottles. If I turn the red on, it would, okay. If I turn the red on, it would take the bottles too fast. I'd only make like 2 more things and it would end. So we'll make the white. I can almost go get the rest of the grapes. Almost. If I have enough yeast going, yeah, this will be enough. Will it? I don't know. I don't know. I have enough with, I think, everything else. If I have to take from the bread pile, I will, but... You know what? I can figure this out really quick. Okay, 295 plus 50 plus 228? How did I get 228? Wait a minute. How do I have 228? That's not right. It takes it in batches of 5. It should never be anything but 5 and 0. So something ate 2 of my wheat. And 2 what? Nothing I'm making uses wheat plant. Unless the machine's broke again, which it can't be. I just fixed it. No. So something ain't right with this. It takes in batches of 5, and I had 600. So I should never, ever have 8 as a number. So they didn't fix the glitch. I know the water could be in there because I was making bread or I was trying to make tortillas maybe. You know, or buns. That could be why the water's more. But no, because this is the exact same. That's something ain't right here. Let me back out and go back in. Yeah, something's not right here. It's eaten some of my... I don't know what happened, but some of this is gone now. The wheat plant into powder is 5. It's never going to end in 8. It's never going to end in 6, 7. It's only going to end in 5 and 0. That's it. So something is still up with the making yeast. What number did I have? Or if this files out, 278 plus 295. It'll be 573. I'll end up with yeast right now. Right now, as it sits, I'll end up with 573 yeast. Well, I can't let it run because then I can't make this. So yeah, something's not right in this anymore. I don't know. I have that wheat powder for the flour, which I don't... I've already made both bread products, so I really don't need the flour, but I'd like to have it even. What I might have to do is just take everything out, like everything. Go put it on the trade market here, put it up as a farmer's market, and just like start fresh and just start building everything again. Cause yeah, something's not right with this. This should never... 2 are gone. 2 have just disappeared. And I don't know where they went. Either they took 2, or they've given me 3 extra, which I don't think that would happen. Yeah, hold on a second. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go back into my stream, and I'm gonna check and see if it was an odd number to begin with, because it might have been an odd number to begin with. I know that I looked. Oh, here we go. Okay, keep going down. Come on, don't be stupid. Keep going down. Okay. I stopped, I go up. Oh, I didn't. Come on, what are you doing? What am I doing? I am talking to myself, everyone. I'm sorry. I'm back in my stream. Looking to see if maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was always a weird number and I just didn't pay attention. Alright, let's see. Oh, here we go. It was. Okay, it's my fault. It was always a weird number. Okay, so nothing's wrong. Nothing's wrong. It was always a weird number. Okay, well, see, that's good to know. You'd met paranoia. Okay. Yeah, it was always a weird number, so... My mind is playing tricks on me. Okay, well, I can go get the rest of the grapes, though. I have enough room to get the 800 here, and then I'll just, like I said, I'm just gonna stop. I'll make this, and then I might make some more today, but it's not gonna be right now. Like I said, I don't want to overflood the market, that way they're not paying nothing for it. But I do want to help the government stay with money. You know? I 100%. Ooh, the sun is out today. Let me get in this truck. I'm gonna bake. You know what I haven't done recently? It's been a day or two. Well, it's been more than a day, I know that. I need to change outfits because I haven't changed outfits. I need to wash my clothes. Let's see. We'll go with this one. The hair I can change at a later date. I can do that later. If the hair salon was still in Sandy Shores, I probably would go do it now, but they removed it. Okay, let's go get these grapes real quick. I'll be honest with y'all, 100%. I'm looking at the line. Like, I didn't look at where I'm going. I'm following the line because my mind would have took me straight to Roxwood again. Like, I could have took the bridge, but I'm following the line. Ugh. Stay hydrated, everyone, especially if you're in a hot area, because it's getting hot some places. See, the diet that I was on, forget the Gov, Aria needs to think of Aria first. Yeah, but, the diet I was on, you don't hold salt in your body, right? There's no, when you have carbs, that's what holds water in your body. It carries water weight. And the water is what the salt lives in, right? So when you don't have carbs, the water goes right through you. So if you're in a very hot area, you're sweating a lot, you can get heat stroke very easily on the diet. Because your body doesn't retain water. So if you start sweating, you really need to dehydrate. So that's why I tell everybody, hydrate. If you work outside in a hot area, make sure. Every employer should provide at least, water if they work outside. I think it's criminal that it's not mandatory. Like, construction workers, most of the time, they do get provided stuff, but sometimes they don't. And that should be a criminal. If you're working outside, you should have access to a cool room, as we call them. Or, cold drinks when you need it. Should be a law. I've been in a cool room. It's interesting. What it is, it's like, the thermal saunas? It's reversed. They put an AC unit in and they pump in cold air. So you step into this little silver looking thing, and you're almost freezing. They keep it at like, I think 50 to 60 degrees. So it just, when you get in from being outside like 100-degree weather, it just feels so nice. My friend goes to like the local stores and buys a kiddie pool. And when she gets off of work, she'll go fill it with cold water and just sit in it. I had a friend who did that, but they did it inside their house. They had a sunroom where they used to grow plants. That was their job. They were a florist. And she had a room with a very wide open middle area, and her AC went out, so she bought a pool and filled it with ice to keep the room cool for the flowers so they wouldn't wilt. And one day she was so hot, she just climbed in the pool herself. And then from then on, she has the kiddie pool in her shed out back. And sometimes during the summer, she'll pull it out, put it in the room, fill it with water, and just sit in it. I think it's some of the when you see it, it's one of the funniest looking things. But guess what? It works. It 100% works. Like we're all dumb spending money on AC, blasting all day. She's sitting in a ice tub that maybe cost her a third of what we do. She needs to be into. Well, she got out of floors as COVID. No one wanted flowers. No one was doing anything. She has a green thumb. She really does. Like, she could grow anything. She can grow cherry blossoms in American soil. Like, I don't know how. I remember our father took us to California one time, and they got a cutting of a plant out there. They tried to grow it here, and it was just the soil was different, you know? We have a lot more salt in our soil, and it didn't grow. Give it to her, 3 weeks later, you'd have a fully grown plant. She just knew what she was doing. I'm gonna give her a call today. I haven't talked to her in a couple of days. We used to do on Saturdays, we used to go out doing karaoke, or we could gather someone's house and play, party games. I want to try to start that up again. Just socializing again. Because a lot of the people, I always say COVID kind of killed a lot of groups. We all still talk to each other, right? We're not all just not talking to each other. It's just we don't do anything together anymore. And it's not that we can't. It's just that we're just like, oh, well, But I think if somebody got, was like, hey, that's somebody else going to pick up grapes, I bet. That's probably Riley. I rarely ever see farmers, though, so I'm glad to see other farmers. That might not be a farm truck, but it definitely looks like one. Hi, Danny Green. I'm just trying to get some stuff done today. Like I said, if y'all are joining me, in the past, what was it? 52 hours, I think, or something like that. I've had like 5 hours of sleep. It's been a rough 2-3 days. It's gonna be rough tomorrow, but hopefully by Sunday I'll be feeling fine. So I don't know how long this is gonna go on for until I fall asleep, or until I'm forced to quit because I'm falling asleep. Nobody at the mechanic shop. It was only the ambulances that were open. I know I need to eat and drink. I see that before somebody's like, eat and drink. I know. I'm gonna get something after I drop this off. Hmm. Sorry. I'm humming my background music in my head. Alright, so this should be enough for 200 bottles. Like I said, I'm not doing more than that. Not right now, anyway. I'll do more at a later date. Probably, maybe later today. I was planning on being Sierra later today, though. I will be honest. I need to start playing Sierra more. Okay, my truck's still here, so I have milk on me, so that's my drink. I'll go see if they have ice cream still at the mini mall. I took out money. Yeah, I took out money, so I don't gotta, like, all these things. I think everyone is to New Feroza. That and Subnautica 2. I know Subnautica 2. I want to go play it. I don't have... I'm waiting for the next paycheck to get it. I don't have it right now. It's only 30 though, so it's not like, you know, AAA $60, $70 price tag. But I just don't have the 30 right now to get it. And I want to play it, but I think I might do the first and then below zero then. Because I'm always like, here's the thing with like Feroza, perfect example. I know that Joey's probably chomping at the bit for it to come out. Right? Because Joey is a racing guy. But the first day, do you know how many bugs and glitches it's going to have? So I like to wait a few days until a game releases to play it. That way they can like get the game-breaking day one stuff fixed. Like anyone who played GTA 5 online during the PS3 days, if you were there for that, the first, 2 weeks, you couldn't even save your character online. Like, every time you came back in, you had to make a new character. Alright. No, I didn't take it. Okay. No, let's get strawberry. Yep, her addiction strikes again. So, like, those, especially, like, AAA games, that's gonna be, like, you know they're gonna have, like, you download the game, like, the game will be 100 and something gigabytes. And then as soon as you finish downloading the game, here comes 100 and something gigabyte patch. Oh, okay. See, I'm looking up here. Takes half when dragging. Takes one when dragging. I never even knew this. Double click to use... See, I didn't know you could do that. Double click. I've never paid attention to those. That's interesting. Okay. Yeah. I learned something new today. I've seen some clips of GTA 6 look so realistic. They're talking about putting an age limit to be able to play the game. It doesn't matter, Danny. They put it, you know, they did the mature on GTA 5. And you go into any online public server and there's nothing but kids in there. But, it doesn't matter. The kids will lie about their age. Mom and dad will put their birthdays all in there just to keep the kids quiet. It's unfortunate, but that's how it is. I'm just hoping that y'all aren't setting yourselves up. Because I remember, did Milk give me food back too? I think Milk gave me some food. That's interesting. Okay. But, I remember Watch Dogs, right? Everybody here remembers Watch Dogs. The trailers had all these amazing graphics. Looked so amazing. And then the game came out, and people realized, wait a minute, this isn't anything. So I really hope they're not setting us up for disappointment. I'm just wondering, like, when GTA 6 come out, are they just going to instantly close this server? Is Redline and 5M just going to instantly close the day GTA 6 comes out? I know 5M won't. There will be some people. 5M will be around for a long time. They'll make a 6M, but there's still some people who maybe their computer can't handle 6M, or Maybe they made friends on 5M, you know, they want to stay. It might just become like, you know, a gathering place. But yeah, like I remember the buzz around Watch Dogs, which I'll be honest, it got a bad rap. Watch Dogs was not a bad game. Watch Dogs 2, though, yeah, what was it, Legion, I think? It was, But the first one, like, if you go back and play it today without watching a trailer, it wasn't that bad. But I remember the graphics were good, everything looked so great. And then the game came out, and you're just like, what is this? So I'm hoping that GTA 6 isn't like that. Alright, so still no police in the city, so we can drive like a maniac. If I can open Bob's Burgers and cook something, I'll call the ambulance people and be like, y'all need something. But I don't know if I can, so we're gonna go find out. I can't access it on the tablet, so that's not a good sign. Let's see what happens. I'm glad my music isn't like my background music. I'm glad it's not like soft, relaxing, lo-fi music. 'Cause I'd be done. Like, this is soft to me, but when the chorus hits, it picks up. I didn't even see that car. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't even see it. Alright, let's see. Yeah, full parking lot here. If I can't even get through the door, then that's the answer. Oh, nope, okay. I can get through the door. Alright, let's see. Tray, I can access that. There's nothing in there. Did he take all the stuff? You do not have permissions. Yep. Okay, so I can't... Yep, so I can't cook for EMS. Let me see something real quickly. Locked door. So I have door lock still. Nope. Okay. Well, there goes that idea for EMS. No food for EMS. I would have still went in there. Maybe they're afraid somebody would come in there and steal all the ingredients. I mean, it wouldn't do me no good. Hi, Dika. It wouldn't do me no good. I'd have to run them straight back up to my farm to keep them from spoiling. And I probably have fresher ingredients at the farm. Oh well. Okay. You know, I kind of want to ask them why they took... Yvette was at her restaurant. She was there pretty regularly. Maybe she wasn't lately. I don't know. But I mean, when I used to deliver to Yvette. Maybe she didn't want it anymore. I don't know. Now, I don't remember seeing Sean at the mechanic shop, so I can't say nothing to that. But, Sean was up and at him pretty often, too, though. Whenever Yvette was there, Sean was there. I don't know. But it's above my pay grade. Alright, Pika the Red Panda. Like, okay. My eyeball started itching. Express ring. See what I should be doing the mornings that there's no police on like this? I should log into Sierra and go looking for, like, rat strats. Right? Like, go practice the ones that I know so that I can do them properly. Just figure out some maybe there's more of them that we don't know, you know? Okay, so, well, damn it, I was gonna go make something for EMS, but I've already eaten, so it's no, no real reason for me to go make something for me. Is it just the ambulance? Yep, so the mechanic shop closed. Yeah, the guy that owns Los Santos, he's there, like, every day. They can't say nothing about that. He's there every day. Angel has been very good about being at her mechanic shop. She might not be there every day, but she's there most days. And maybe two people can own a restaurant. You know, like Chris and Snowy, how they own Rex's. I don't know. I think on paper, Snowy owns it. On the official paperwork, I think it's just Snowy, but I know him and Chris are partners. Which I haven't seen Snowy there in a long time. But then again, I'm not paying attention to what Rex is doing. I'm not accusing anyone. I'm just like, I'm talking to myself for the most part, trying to keep my mind. But he might be there every day, you know? I don't know what to drive. Guess I'll drive this. But see, like, right now, there's not really, like, I can understand them telling me, play a second character, right? It detaches a little more, because I was getting a little too into this. So I 100% understand their point. But my second character does crime. There's no police on. What, the second character is not going to do anything. It's just going to be driving around doing nothing, literally. Does this have a screen in it? Oh, look at that. I didn't even notice that. That's neat. Yeah, like, at least on Aria, I have something to do. I have the farm I can manage. But on Sierra right now, there's nothing she could do at all. I'm gonna join the Discord server. All right. Have a good day. But yeah, with Sierra, I couldn't do anything right now. That's why people don't do their criminals in the morning. Whoa. Alright. I'm so tempted today to just go empty the damn wheat farm and make like 3,000 yeast. That's 1,000 bottles of wine. I'm at 36.76. The yeast is gone. Maybe I should put 2 more in there at each. Just so I know it's an even number of wheat that I put out. I'm gonna need 25. 20. Let's see. 27 more yeast to have an even 600. And I do believe I had 33 up here. Yep, so I can take 27. If I put this in there, I'll have an even 600 when it's done. That way I can make all the bottles. Alright, so it should be 247, 48, 50. Yep, that'll end in a odd number or even number. There. Alright, the wheat powder is going. Why did the yeast stop? It says I had no wheat powder. What are you talking about? I got plenty of wheat powder. Is the machine... No, the machine can't be broke. I just fixed it. Commentation. Yeah, it's full. repair these before it gets, like, expensive. I don't know why that stopped. Let me see. Powder's still going. Yep, bottle's going. Bottles should stay at 10 until this is made. So I should have 400. Yep, 400 white. And then I can turn it on, make this. And that'll be 200. And then technically, I could empty the wheat farm and the water and put 3,000 yeast in. And then go pick up the rest of these and make another 200 bottles. And I'd have enough yeast if I did that. That's going to take up a lot of room, you know? Because first off, I couldn't pick up 3,000. I can only pick up like 10,000 at a time. Then I'd have to run it. It's just going to take a while. All right, 8 plus 7 is 5, so yes, it would end in 5, plus that one would end in 0. Yep, okay. Just trying to make sure. So how I have it, it should have 300 yeast, or a little over 300. Okay. And then when the yeast is done, I'll make the flour. Because I do want to have that flour, just in case. I gave a shout out and a bub and inspiring me to get into our red line. Well, thank you. Thank you. Oh, Lord. Oh, hold on. I need to actually look in Discord. Not at that. I need to see if someone's actually online. They are not. My friend in the other server I'm visiting, she hasn't been on either for a while, and I haven't either, so I kind of want to be like, you know... I'm only going to go into that city when she's in that city, because I don't know anyone else. And I don't know how I want to play in that city, if I'm even gonna. This might just be I pop in there to say hi every now and then, you know what I mean? Because I did like them. They were nice people. They were... She was, like, she had bad luck. She got to be friends with the wrong people in the other city. Like, they took a lot of the stuff outside of 5M. And, like, they would, like, I think one of the guys gave her home address away. And it's like, whoa, you know, you can't do that. You can't do that. But, so she went to the new city, and everybody seems to be nice to her there, and she's a nice person. I'm glad she's doing well. Alright, so 36, 33. Trying to think if I need anything else. Like, I'm done with alcohol now. They don't use cheese. I might go throw this on the trade market up top. The farmer's market. I don't really need it. I don't think Rex's uses cheese either, though. Oh, well, maybe. The kebab doesn't, and the hot dog doesn't, so no. Is cheese only used on the cheeseburger? It's used on loaded fries, but... It's not used on the chicken burger. It's not used in the burritos. Not in the bacon. Definitely not in the kebab. Yeah, so cheese is only used on loaded fries and the cheeseburger. It be telling me server is outdated or offline. You have to go through if you go through the website, Redline RP, sometimes it even tells me that it's offline. But you have to go through the website to get in. You can't just log into 5M and join. You have to go through redlinerp.net. There's a button on the dashboard feature. It says join. No problem. Yeah. It's going to tell you the server's offline because it's entry. Yeah, there's another server. I think the other one that I was applied to, I still haven't heard nothing. But I think you have to do it from there, too. I think you have to go through a website to get in. I don't know that, though. So, something still doesn't seem right here. Let's see, if I add those two numbers together. These two numbers have to match this one. Just, to me, it doesn't seem like they do. They do, though. They do match. Okay. It's all in my head, everyone. It is all in my head. See, I can't get into the stash. But can I bring stuff? Like, if I brought a potato. Not 5. Let's say I bring 1 potato. And I go make 4 french fries. Because then I could call EMS and be like, hey, you're going to have to give me a few minutes, but I can make you, like, french fries or chicken buckets or chicken nuggets. Because I know EMS is the biggest complaint they had right now, whenever I talked to them in the morning, was that no restaurants were ever open in the morning. That's why I tried to be open in the morning. I'd call EMS and be like, hey, you know, if you need something. It's an interesting thought. Let's go see. If I can, I can. If I can't, I can't. I'll just go give them. I'll give them. Be like, hey, where you at? I got food for you for free. And I'll just give them 4 french fries. Technically, I still have access to cups, too. Because you can buy cups at U-Tool. So if I went and bought 4 cups, technically I can give them 4 food and 4 drink. But I'd have to come all the way back up here to U-Tool. That's train right away. We'll see. We ain't got nothing else to do. Sell it to them in cash, take a billing machine. I don't think the billing machine would actually work. Because it's not linked to a business anymore, I don't think. If the government took them back. I wonder if Bob took all the money out of it. Like, because technically, wouldn't that money belong to Bob? Like, if the government took the business from him, wouldn't they have to give him the profits before they took it, though? Because that would just be theft. That would just literally be theft. That was not their money to take. Because technically, until they took the business, like, if they're going to be like, we have to seize assets, well, then they have to prove why they're seizing them. If the taxes were paid, which they were, then that's not a reason to. You know, like, if he didn't pay his taxes, then yes, they can come in and seize everything. But I know he paid his taxes because I saw them take it out. So, like, if Bob didn't get the money from the business before they closed it, then the government literally stole that money from Bob. Because even though he didn't own the building, he still owned the business. You know, because if that was how it worked in reality, government would just seize Walmart right now and say, okay, all your profits are ours. That's an interesting question. Honestly, it's not my question to answer. It's just an interesting observation I had. Still just the ambulance. I don't know. Is it just because you aren't hired? I don't know. I still have locks. I can get the doors on the open and all that, so I still have the job. Let's see. Whoop, wrong button. Yeah, I still have the job, but I just can't access the stashes. They must have locked them. But Gia had this problem yesterday, though. Gia is a manager at Up and Atom, and, like, her regular employees could access everything, but she couldn't. So I think it's just, they probably just took permissions away from everyone, and instead of setting them back, they just, you know, took it away, and that was it. Because she had to talk to Bucket. She was able to get back in, but she had to talk to, Bucket to get back in. Okay, Dika. You have to apply and be accepted to the whitelist to get in. You can't just join without being approved by the whitelist staff. And then there should be like a welcome message I don't know if you need to have the number put in. I don't know how it works anymore. But they used to be you had to have a number to put into the server to unlock it. And then once you did it, you favored the server, but now we're using the website, so I don't know how it works. Okay. Let's see if this works. I'm still having to use the prep station, but let's see. Cut fries. Okay. If I can't cook them, this is one potato. I care less. Alright, collect raw fries. Okay, so I'm still able to cook. I just have to, I don't have access to the stash. Yep. So technically I'm still allowed to cook. I just don't have access to the stash. So if I can provide food for EMSs for the time being. Yep. If you go to redlinerp.net, there's I'm on it right now. It says available servers. It's Redline 2.0 online. It tells you how many people are in. And then there's a green button to join. But you have to be approved to join. It's not my business to ask Bucket about the money. I was just wondering for myself. You know, trust me, Bob will make it known if it isn't. Bob will bring a whole thing to RP if they don't. Yeah, okay, so I can still cook. Let me call EMS. I'm just going to give this to them. It's just a thought I was having. It's not meant to be like... It's not in city, it's just out city. Okay. Hi, where are you at?
I'm at the City Hospital area.
Okay, I'll be there in a second. Bye. Hang up before they say anything. But yeah, no, I just was wondering, because... What was it? There was another stream I was watching. It was for somebody I know in another city. And I was watching theirs so they can get watch hours because they have like 600 subscribers, but they're working on their watch hours. And he knew that the business was about to be taken from his friend, so he went in there and took all the money out. Because that city, they take the money. Like, you lose it. You don't get to have it. So he took it out, and then his friend got accused of stealing from the government, even though it was his business at the time. Like, it was a whole big thing. There's no DOJ in that city, so you can't really fight them.
That's an interesting car. Hello.
Yep, hold on a second. I was just doing a test. You can have these.
Oh, thanks very much. Appreciate it.
Yep, alright. You have a nice day. Tell Bramps and Sean I said hi if you see him.
Any medical help?
No, I wanted to see if what was going on, because I know the government's doing stuff at the restaurants. I want to see if I was still able to cook. Because I provide food for EMS in the mornings.
Gotcha.
So, there you go. Are you whispering?
Nope, I'm good. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I can hear you now. No problem.
I heard Bucket was going through the business and stuff. I think he only demoted the owners, as far as I'm led to believe.
I don't know, but
the owners decide who stays on and shit.
Okay. Well, no, I just want to see if I can still cook stuff. So usually it's Sean and Gramps, and there's no restaurants open, so I cook for them.
Oh yeah, let me see. Oh yeah, they work. They're good. Yeah.
Okay, good. All right. Have a great day. Stay safe out there.
Yeah, you too, Area.
Everyone calls me Area, but it's the British accent. They call me Area. And that's normal, too. It is. It's a public server. It's a non-whitelist, and... He's cutting his teeth over there. Let me put it that way. He wants to join... what's the name? It's the one Hatch or Haley joined yesterday, or has been part of. I don't know. He wants to join one of those cities, but they need experience, so he's getting his experience in the smaller cities right now. Prodigy, that's it. That's the one. He wants to join Prodigy. And I got no interest in joining Prodigy, to be honest. There is actually a city I'm interested in joining. It's I've told y'all about it, kinda. One of my partner's friends from IMVU is starting to help develop the city. So we're probably gonna both join that one, just to, you know, because her friend is in there. It's not gonna be like a replacement main city or anything. It's just gonna be like, when my partner joins 5M, I'll go in that city with her. I don't want to be involved in like 5 or 6 different cities. Right now, I'm involved in 2, possibly 3 if one of my friends opens her city back up. That would be a public server, though, so like I don't know if I can stream because of copyright music concerns. I don't know. He just said he wants to join Prodigy. He likes some of the people that stream in there. And but he doesn't want to join because he just started 5M like 3-4 months ago. So he didn't want to join a whitelisted server until he had some experience. He's gonna apply for Redline, but if he gets in, he'll be one of those people that like once every other week. You know, he really has his heart set on joining Prodigy. Okay, so I can still cook. So there's that. So if needs be, if, you know, like Gramps or Sean call me up in the morning, you know, can you open the restaurant? I can be like, well, I can for right now until probably Monday. Because depending on, like I said, depending on who gets the ownership, they might not want the old employees, you know? I wonder if there's anything stopping you. I'm going to look at that release, that press release. I mean, is there anything stopping you from applying to more than one business? I mean, I guess there would be, wouldn't there? I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna think about that today after I wake up. Maybe make a business plan, send it to him. I don't want to step on people's toes right now. Okay. Okay, the farm is back to where it should be. Oh, not kicking the door. Don't want to kick the door. The farm's back to where it should be. I'm able to produce a few bottles of alcohol, but I'm able to supply what ingredients they need. I really wish I wouldn't have made a lot of these ingredients though without knowing what's going on. But I know Gia needed some food yesterday. I don't know if they bought it from the market, but I know she needed some. Okay, so we have 20 bottles of white to make. And then when I turn on the red, this number will drop to like back here. Yeah, no, to cook like that, I'll just go give that food to the medic. That way he has food. He can go buy bottles of water are cheap. Okay, so yeast is going. Yep, it's okay. I have enough to make all of it. I need to stop worrying about that. The chicken and the nuggets are good. I could probably make 10 more nuggets. Because, Up and Atom right now, currently, wants 200 nuggets at a time. Oh, hold on, who's open? Mechanic and Roxwood. Let's go have a peek. That might be Buju. I think his appeal is dead, by the way. Boozer's appeal. They haven't done anything with it in a while. I don't see him doing anything with it at all. I mean, he could apply for the expungement right now and get it probably before the appeal is heard. It's been more than 30 days. Okay, so let me squeeze through there. Oh, it was that Abzo. I'm sitting here, I've been kicking myself for a couple of days thinking, what? And this is how my brain has been processing. This is because I got all this stuff going on with the health problems and, you know, but I've been thinking like, I know I don't think I finished putting this truck together. And I've been wondering what I've been missing, and it just hit me. It's the ASBO that I didn't, You know what's funny is they still don't know that's my car. Everyone in the city still doesn't know that that's my car. Let's see. RJ knows. RJ and Bailey, I think, are the only two that can connect that car to me. Otherwise, everybody else will think it's the ghost or the demon. But I didn't actually talk to anybody. I think I registered it, though. Should be registered to me. Yeah, from what I understand, I was paying a little bit of attention to other people's streams yesterday when I had the time, when I was sitting in the hospital. I think it's cheaper now to register your car and get it out of impound than it is to get a fine for having an unregistered vehicle. I don't know that for a fact. But I think somebody said it's like $15K for an unregistered vehicle. Which I don't even think GTA is that high of a fine. Might be 1,500. I might have been. I was half and half. Yesterday was if I wouldn't have had that little bit of sleep last night, I probably wouldn't have streamed at all today. I was about to go to Roxwood, like the aquarium area. I was about to go just like complete opposite direction. I still have that ice cream, don't I? No. When I ate the other ice cream. Ah. I must have. That might be. No, I don't know. Is that Echo? Oh, no, that's Heather, maybe? Honestly, not a fan of this car. I like the paint job, though. Hello. Hello. Nothing, just seeing who was up here working.
How have you been?
Tired. Very, very tired.
I get that.
Is there any way you don't work?
What do you mean?
Aren't you EMS?
Yeah, I'm EMS too.
Aren't you working at Bob's?
And I work at Bob's, yes.
I mean, yeah, you work everywhere.
Yeah, I got a little bit of everything, you know?
Oh, okay. Well, yep.
I mainly do EMS, but I do these on the side as well.
Okay. No, I just wanted to see who was up here working. Nobody's been open. I always come say hi to whoever's in the city.
Oh, okay. Because you're usually around earlier, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
That's right, though.
No, I'm just saying hi to everyone. I saw the mechanic was open. I need to talk to Boujou, actually. I was hoping he was here.
I
But,
don't
you know.
think he'll be here this early during the week. Maybe on a weekend you can catch him around at this time.
Okay. Well, tomorrow's a week. No, I just thought I'd run up, say hi.
All right.
And you
Well, I
still,
can
have you
let
been
you
to
know that
Bob's
you can
lately?
talk to him if you want to. A couple days ago I did.
Because I can't get into the refrigerator, but I can still cook.
The last time I was in there, I could, but there was no ingredients left. I mean, there was stuff to make hamburgers and stuff, but we have enough. Like, we didn't have mayo or mustard or ketchup or nothing.
I know, that's my fault. I provide the ingredients, and I was lacking a little bit.
No, it's not a big deal. It's probably
Yeah,
better
but,
when you're doing it solo not to make good stuff that requires all that anyway.
well,
So
I
there
would
was like for
make,
chicken nuggets and fries, so I ran both of those
okay.
at least.
Well, I usually would like bring enough to make a menu. Like if I wanted to make cheeseburgers, I'd bring enough to make cheeseburgers or chicken burgers or stuff like that. But yeah, I always had raw chicken for the chicken buckets and chicken nuggets. I always tried to keep those in there.
Oh yeah.
I wonder who the new owner's gonna
Are you trying
be.
to buy it?
I'd probably not.
Okay.
I don't know. The problem is no one wanted to work there.
Yeah,
Like,
I
I was
mean, I've done it.
alone
It's just
every
hard to work
time.
by yourself, you know?
I know. But like up and Adam,
Yeah.
they're always like 3-4 deep in there.
Oh yeah.
So I thought about maybe putting in for Up and Adam if they would like want to work for me still. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, you just have to talk to them. I know they were picking on me because I'm friends with most of them that I was working at Bob's Burgers. I was like, well, yeah, listen. That was like my first job in the city, you know. It's a nice place. The women actually have stuff they can wear for there, too.
Yeah,
Like, Up and Adams, there's not like a uniform because there's not any
Yeah.
Up and Adam shirts.
well, I know that Gia and King put in to own it, so I don't know if I want to. They work there. They've been, they're Up and Adams alumni, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
But I know RJ put in for Bob's Burgers, so.
I heard about that. I thought about it, but I already have a business proposal that I put in.
Gia
and I
told me
think
that
it got
yesterday.
accepted. And if it did, I don't want to do that at Bob's Burgers, too.
Where would you want to do? Here's available. Right here.
No, Bourgeois applied for this. I mean, he's practically already running it anyway.
Well, see, I could say the same thing about Bob's, but that doesn't mean that I'll get it.
No, I mean, he did put in for it. I know, like, one other person put in for it who works at LS McKinney.
Okay.
But I don't know anybody else. I think it's a good chance that he might, though.
I'm surprised, too, because this place, they're open a lot, and a lot of people frequent this. I just noticed this shirt
a lot
clips.
of people here, like, when they have nothing to do, they'll come sit up here for a while. Help people out when they need it.
I don't know. I thought I have till, the end of tomorrow. So I'm going to think about it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, you could.
I don't know if I'd want to do Bob's, though, but...
Well, if you did, you could rebrand it to whatever you wanted. I mean, I'd still work there.
I know.
I'm sure Echo would, too.
But see, that's the problem is, though, nobody actually, I know that you work, and I saw that you came in. I monitored who, because I was a general manager. I started watching who came in and who didn't. And then I was told, I know somebody was stealing from us, but I can't, 100% confirm it. So I'm not going to say anything. They were taking, food. They were, cooking food and then leaving without paying for it. But, the Winston sisters.
I leave early, but I paid for the food that I had left.
I checked the employee logs, and they are Bucket fired the Winston sisters. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know what they did.
I never even met those girls.
They didn't work there that much. Yeah, he did actually. But I don't know. I might put in for. I don't know how many other people have. I don't want. I don't know. I might do it though.
Really,
I don't think I'm
It's really up to you.
I don't think I'm gonna do the Up and Adam because I think Gia would be a good person to run it.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't know if Gia gets that, Bruju gets that, and then either you or RJ get Bob's Burgers. That'd be nice.
Well, I mean, I know. I might put in for it. Talking to you's kind of helped. I was on the fence, but I don't know. It's one of those things.
It was a weird situation with what happened before. I've heard too, but I mean, I don't really see why that would matter.
Yeah, I don't know. As long as the taxes were paid and the business is open, you know. You wanna know
Yeah.
why I started working there? Honestly,
Why?
EMS. Because every day
Well,
Gramps and Sean would complain that there were no restaurants open when they were in the city.
Because they were around earlier, so that makes sense.
Yep.
Okay.
Like, there's a medic on duty right now. I took a potato from my farm and made 4 french fries. I just gave it to him. Because I don't need him, and he's EMS.
He's on now, or he was on earlier?
He was. Is there no EMS on?
I don't think so.
No.
So that's where I checked. Because there's somebody else in EMS. I would.
Oh,
I
the
probably would've went on
restaurant's
duty.
open. I wonder who's open in Toledo. Probably King.
King or Lester?
Wow, that's true. I might go over there and
Lester's
see
there,
if they
like, all
need
the time.
anything. I thought Lester worked at Rex's.
Oh, someone's at Up and Adam. It's King.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Let me go over there and I'm
I
gonna see if
thought
they
it said
need
Sandy.
anything. Oh, no. Okay.
Alright.
All right, I'll see you later. Bye. Yeah, Gia told me yesterday that RJ put in for Bob's Burgers, which I would just it would just if I got it, say I put in and they're like, you know what, she's already been running it, she knows what she's doing. I would just call it Burger Shot, because then you have some of the NPC, like they have an NPC truck, the delivery trucks will have Burger Shot on it. You know, there's no need to rebrand anything. Plus, there's clothing that says Burger Shot. You know, they had outfits you can make a uniform with. And I'd make the uniform, and I'd get like, I'd write the numbers down, and I'd go buy them for the people. Like the work would provide the uniform. Let me see. Let me catch up on the mayor department was looking at the hours people put in, is how they decide to do what they did. Yeah, I know Bob hasn't been putting in. He doesn't. Yeah. Bob's problem was he told Bucket that he couldn't care less about it, but he maybe said that at a moment where, you know, he just was in a down, you know? But he wasn't putting in hours, so believe me, I 100% agree. I don't care. Y'all had know Arya enough. She doesn't care about the 500K she gave Bob. She doesn't care. But, yeah, this is King. But, I don't know. I might put in for Bob's. Oh, hi. I didn't know anyone was here.
No, I
I
just
just-
like feet. What?
I just seen if you need it. I was talking to Heather at the mechanic shop, and I just saw you were open. See if you needed anything while I'm in the city. I wasn't
Oh,
in
yeah,
city
like-
yesterday.
Yeah. I called you, I think, 2 nights ago to see if you had brought stuff in. That night that I ordered stuff. Remember?
Yeah, I did. I brought it in that day.
Yeah. I saw. I figured. But I was I called just to see if you had brought the stuff or if Gia and them had gone to the farmers market and bought the same stuff that I had asked you for.
No, I bought that. They were all here, and I finished getting it. So instead of waiting a day, they asked for me to bring it then.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Yep.
But yeah, how are you doing today?
Yeah, tired. Very tired. Been a hell of a 2 days.
Yeah.
But no, I was just seeing if you need anything while I'm in the city, because I don't know how long I'm going to be in the city for today.
I mean, I bought stuff yesterday and the day before at the farmers market, like chicken nuggets and stuff to make chicken burritos. and stuff, like
Why?
a bunch of chicken. Because you weren't around.
I know, but just use up the ingredients you have.
Oh, we didn't have anything. We pretty much just had to make chicken buckets, and chicken buckets are kind of just basic, you know. I like
Yeah.
To make I like to make the burritos and the burgers.
Okay. Well, the
'Cause
nuggets are
it's their-
basic. You just...
Yeah. But those are like.
I get it.
a lot of-
Believe me, I get it. I get it.
Yeah.
I'm just picking
That's
on
it.
you now.
I tease them out and run around from grill to the prep station to the to the fryer. You know, It gives you something to do.
Believe me, I know. No, I was just, like I said, I was just seeing if you needed bacon or buns or tortillas or anything of the such. But if you bought it yesterday, that's fine.
Yeah, I got I think 80 tortillas yesterday. We have enough chicken to make like I think we had 60 chickens, so that's like what is it, like 700 tenders or something like that.
Yeah, it's times 4
Yeah.
or 6.
Yeah.
It's times 6.
Yeah, it's a shit ton of chicken. But
So who do you think is gonna own this restaurant?
I'm not sure. I think either. I know that there's 3 people trying to go for it, me, Gia, and I think it was Oliver as well. From what I heard.
I thought about it, but then I talked to Gia yesterday, and she said she wanted it. So I was like, you know what? Y'all would know it better than I do, so I probably won't try.
Yeah. She called me about it, assuming I was gonna put in a proposal for it, and told me that if I wanted to be her manager, that I could. When I told her the same thing, like I would probably just keep the same managers anyways, as they already know.
Yeah, y'all work very well here.
Yeah.
Now, there's nothing to do right now, so I'm running around to all the businesses that are open.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah.
There's almost nothing to do all the time.
Sometimes. You know who's applied for the mechanic shop? I know Boujou. They told me he did.
Boujou, I don't know if it's a for sure, but I think I heard Harvey was gonna try to go for it as well.
Oh. Well, he ran Harmony all those years.
Yeah. But I think I heard there was like a bunch of people trying to get the mechanic shop. I think I heard that somebody from LS was gonna try to get it as well. I think it's Jack from LS.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I wonder how many people have applied for Bob's.
I think there was only 3.
Well, I know one of them, but I don't know the other 2. And like I said, I wasn't here yesterday, so I missed a lot.
Yeah, I know that. I think Natalie was gonna try to go for it.
Okay.
But she was on the edge about it. I think RJ, maybe Brandon, and
See, Brandon might be a good choice. I might put in for Bob's as well.
Oh yeah, and Owen Mercer.
Oh, I don't know about that one.
Oh yeah, he had told me he was gonna go in with like with Eduardo, I think.
Okay.
It's like yeah.
I don't know. I might put in for Bob's. I don't know. I'm on the fence about it.
You were already like running it anyways. Might as well.
I know, but that doesn't necessarily mean that I have an edge on it, you know?
Yeah,
it's what's good for the city.
Yeah.
You never know.
But
if you need anything, I'll be in and out today, so don't hesitate to call. If I'm not on, then sorry. I'm sleeping. I'm very tired.
Yeah, no, it's okay. I know we're doing the event today. I believe we're still doing it. I talked to Gia and Boujou about it, and they said that we were still on, but we have enough stuff to make burritos.
Okay.
I don't know.
I mean,
I don't know.
If you don't want to if you want to like get a special amount, like whenever I did the previous event, I bought the items that I used for my farm, so it wouldn't impact my stock so much.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Like, and I'll be honest with you, we made like 30 things, and we only got rid of like 20 of them. But this was a go-kart race, so...
Yeah, I mean, we have like... I think there's like 60 nuggets in there, or 80 nuggets, something like that. 60 or 80, one of those two. So I think we'll save those for that, because I don't think...
I brought cheeseburgers and chicken burgers, because that was the staple of Bob's menu. Maybe y'all should think about...
I don't know if they will want to take all the time and effort to cook a bunch of burgers, you know?
I will say that if y'all want to cook burritos or burgers, you're probably going to have to start like an hour to 45 minutes in advance. I did 30 minutes and I was still late. And I had half the food I wanted to bring. But it was just me though, so if it's 2 of y'all, it probably would go a lot faster.
Yeah.
The event's
What
up here,
time
isn't
is
it?
the I don't even know what time it's at.
Yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be this afternoon, probably for me. I
Yeah,
might try to
for
show
me
up.
as
Is
well.
it just cars and coffee?
I think
Where's
it's at the
it's like
Sonora racetrack,
oh, so it
and
might actually be racing then. You
oh
know, I'm
yeah,
surprised that they don't like honestly. If you have a race in the city, use Bob's. If you have a race in Sonora, use Rex's. And if you have a race up here, use Up and Adam.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's
But
gonna
you
be
know what?
racing, and
It's fair.
yeah, yeah, they just try to make it as fair as they can, I guess.
Yeah. Hey, that's why you and me aren't part of city planning.
Yeah,
I don't need that headache.
yeah, that's true.
I had enough of a headache organizing a fashion show,
Yeah.
which your employee won.
Who was it that won again?
Gia.
Well, I mean, to be fair, there was like three of our employees there.
Yeah, well, Gia actually put a lot of thought into her outfits.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
why, you know.
I did see her outfits, a few of her outfits. They were pretty good.
But we actually had to get two people like last minute, so it's not surprising
Yeah,
they didn't. But it is what it is,
and
and it was fun. People had fun there.
I know that Gingy was depressed because he didn't win.
Yeah, I got a picture of Joey spooning Gingy in her underwear. It's not
Yeah,
Joey, it's RJ. I know.
but yeah, maybe I'll see if Bougio's around or something, and then see what his plan is for the event, and
Okay. It sounds
we
like
can.
Boujou's running this place as well.
No, well, I mean, I think he's mainly always around, or I can just try calling Gia as well, because I didn't have
Yeah.
Gia's number until like 2 days ago. That's why I always like,
Really?
yeah, that's why I always like say Boujou because I do have his number.
I buy Gia's glass, so I had to have her number.
Yeah,
Speaking
yeah,
of, she owes me some glass. Tell her she owes me glass or some ass. Either one.
yeah. Okay.
All right, you have a good day. I'll see you later. I'm gonna keep on running. Just to see
Okay.
how you doing. All right, bye.
Yeah, yeah. Bye bye.
Up.
You don't need any food, do you?
No, I got some ice cream and I have milk on my farm.
Okay, okay. Alrighty, have a good one.
Bye. Cash, glass, or ass. No one rides for free. That's funny. Okay, let me see. Mayor department is it's 15K fine for unregistered vehicle. That's what I thought. So I think GTA is only like a $600 or no, like a $1,200 fine. Bucket showed that Bob had not been at the burger place in over a month, and the other two, it was weak. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, Bob never showed up. And I even tried calling him a couple of times when I knew he was in city, and I wanted to talk to him, and he never wanted to talk to me. And I know he didn't want to talk to me because he thought I was going to ask my money back. That's not why I wanted to talk to him. I wanted to talk to him about him coming back in there helping to get the employees back. And if he'd have done that, he probably still would be the owner. But, he's having fun with his police life. I get it. He's got a bunch of real life stuff to do. I get it. But, I don't know. I think I will put in for Bob's. I'm kind of down on myself right now because of all the stuff that's been going on lately. I'm feeling a little overwhelmed in both out and in city. That's why I kind of pulled back on Arya a little bit. That's why I'm not even caring about the lawyer thing anymore. It just was getting a little too much, so I'm gonna pull back just a little bit. But in real life, I'm having stuff pop up now, and it's just, you gotta prioritize. But I might put in for Bob. I'm gonna talk to one other person today. That'll be RJ. I'll talk to him. Okay. Let's go see if I can start the red wine up. Okay, let's see. If Boujou doesn't, be lurking. Ooh, banana bread sounds so good. If Boujou doesn't get the max shot, if he doesn't. I know, it doesn't mean that You know what, though? I will say this, that if any of the people making the decision with any of the mayoral team is on, loyalty from... Oh, speaking of, there's Bucket right there. Hi, Bucket. Bye, Bucket.
Hey, what's up, man?
I gotta go. Got some timers going off. I'm not gonna talk to him about it right now. As long as I can cook, I'm not really caring about the stashes. But if any of the mayoral team is looking, loyalty is something that should be like all the employees, if they gave Buju the shop, would still work there. They'd have no issue. He wouldn't, like, a new, say Harvey gets it, and a couple of the people are like, I don't want to work for Harvey. You know, then he has to get all new employees. Which might be hard, might not. But that's something I think that should be looked into. If I was mayor, I would be like, the employees like the person that's running the place. If they don't, then that's, you know, Bob's would be a weird thing because it wasn't really open before I started working there. Like, it was rarely open before I started. That's one of the reasons I wanted to start working there. Was because they really weren't open. You know, hours worked is a good sign, you know. You know, it shows that you have a commitment to the business, sale-wise, you know, whoever sells the most. It shows that you know what you're doing. But, like, your employee loyalty, that's something that should be looked at, too, because they won't work for you if you're not a good boss. You know, if you're not a good boss, they're not going to work for you. But, like I said, Harvey ran Harmony for years. So, I don't know if that's true. He might have been running it for a year, but the whole time I was in 1.8, he owned Harmony. So he obviously knows what he's doing. There's many qualified people. Okay, so is the white is finished, so we can turn the red on. Okay, so the red's gonna start producing. I should have a 300 yeast here between it all. Let me make sure that the machine didn't turn off again. No, it didn't. Okay. So there's that. Honestly, like the honest truth. If I put in for Bob's and they said, you know what, you're running it good, you know, blah, 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 here you go. There's maybe, legitimately, out of like the 14 employees, there's maybe 3 that I would get rid of. Just that. One of them, because I know they're stealing. The other 2, because they never show up. Like, they showed up one time and then never again. But I would be like, anybody else who wants to work, you're gonna have to come to work. You know? Okay, so... I wish he would have said you needed tortillas or burger buns or bacon, because I have a lot of those. Or patties, even. I have a lot of those. I go take all these ingredients. I could go to the restaurant, cook up everything that I can make to empty all of this out. Which wouldn't be much. I can make chicken and nuggets, but I don't think I can make any potatoes. I couldn't do anything with any of this, though. Because I'd need tomatoes to make ketchup. And I don't have tomatoes, I don't have garlic. Oh, I do have garlic, okay. I could probably go get 100 tomatoes and make 100 ketchup and make all of... With 100 ketchup, I can make 100 burgers. I couldn't do anything with the tortilla. I'd have to go get, like, I'd have to go get, well, salad? No, that's 100, no, that's 80 salad. I'd need 5 more salad to get 100. And just give them out. Just give it out free food. The farm utopia's free. No, it's not Lent. I was about to say Friday's Lent, but that's gone. Or is it gone? Yes, it is gone. Yes, it is gone. Okay. Easter's already happened. See, what I want is I wanted to make this burger. The vegan burger. I would definitely make this a lot. If I could, but you can't eat it. But can I sell it to locals? But you're not going to make as much money. Because this is 20, 40, 60, 80, $100 in ingredients to make it. Because I need one of each of these, which is $20. So 5 times 1, 5 times 5. Or no, 20, 40, 60, 81, yeah. And you only sell it, I think, for $125. So it doesn't really make profit. But this makes profit. The chicken bucket makes a hell of a lot of profit. Which, Bob's prices, that's how I would do it. Like, ketchup is 20, 40, that's 100. That's $140 worth of ingredients to make, but it makes 100 ketchup. So let's say 100, right? So 1, 2, we'll go 3. Because if we can make 1 ketchup, it would only take 1 tomato. So let's say $60 to make ketchup. That's 60, 80, 100, 120, 140, 160, and we'll knock out that. So 160, I would probably charge $250 for a cheeseburger. I'd make like 48, 47%. And like a chicken bucket would be these 2 items, the chicken bucket and the chicken nuggets, would be like next to nothing. Because this right here, this is half of whatever. This is $10. Because a raw chicken makes 6 tenders. This only takes 3. So this would be 75. Because you got to sell it. You can't undercut. Like, I'd have to find out what Up and Adams sells this for. And if they sell it for like 250, I can't be like, oh, I'll sell it for $50. Because then no one would get it from them. They would all be like, well, Bob sells it for, blah, blah, blah. So if I did own the restaurant, I would go. I don't think I would make anything that Rex's sells. Maybe the chicken nuggets. But I think their prices are laid out on their counter, so you can see them. But I would get a full, like, what do y'all charge for it? That way we can be competitive with the restaurants. We wouldn't be underselling. But I would want to do these 3 if they introduce the fish fillet. I would want to do the burgers. Because it'd be burger shot, And if Mac wanted to stay, I'd love to have her. And I'll get everything she needs to make the bacon burger. The bacon burger is it takes too much tomato. I'm going to be honest. It takes 10 to make the ketchup, and it takes another to make those 10. It takes another 5. So it takes 15 tomatoes to make 10 burgers. That's a lot of tomatoes. With the cheeseburger, it just takes 10 to make this. That's why I don't really care for the bacon burger. It's like the tomatoes on top of the tomatoes. Maybe if it was tomato slice and mayonnaise, I might feel better about it. But it just takes up. It's too expensive. Like 20, 40, 80, 100, 120. You know what? We're gonna times these by 10 because I had to make 10, and then I'm gonna divide. Let's see, 10 times, so each one would be $200, because 10 times 20 is 200. So 200 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, then $400 for the bacon, and then $2,000 for the ketchup. So that's $3,400 divided by 10. It's 340 ingredients each. It would have to sell for like $600 to $700. And no one wants to pay that much for a hamburger. A cheeseburger, 2 or... See, this is probably even more, though, to be honest. So this would be $2,000 plus $2,000, because you need 10 mayonnaise, plus whatever it costs to make the ingredients to make the ketchup. I didn't add that in either. Pickle slices would be... No, I'm wrong. It'd be 4,000 plus 4,000 plus 2,000. Or no, you only need 5 pickles for... It would be 1,000. I'm wrong again. See, I'm doing it wrong. My mind is, You need 10. So 200, 400, 600, 700. And then 700, 4,700. 4,700 divided by 10 is $470. That's even more, though. Because ketchup, and I'd have to add this into the ketchup. I'm just adding the tomatoes into the ketchup. I'm not adding the garlic or the sugar. Or the mayonnaise, I'm not adding in the 3 eggs, which is 20, 40, 60 bucks a piece. So I would need 30 eggs. 30 times 20, that's $600 to make just in this cost. So it's $1,000 to make 10 mayonnaise. That can't be right. That cannot be right. I'm 100% wrong on all of this. Times 20 is 200. Plus 200 plus 600. Yeah, it'd be $1,000 to make 10. 20, 40, 60. 20, 40, 60. Yeah. Divided by... So it's $100 for each mayo. So see, you got to take into account that, but like chicken bucket, chicken nuggets are nothing. French fries, you get 4 per potato, so this is $5, and then cheese would be 20 bucks. So $25 to make these. The sides would be ridiculously cheap, like nuggets, buckets, and French fries would be cheap, and the burgers would be more expensive. Like, see, this doesn't take mayonnaise, so it'd be a boom. I'm doing my math all wrong, by the way, probably. I should not be doing math in this condition. Bob, that takes both. Oof. You get a lot of this, though. You get 10 cooked meat out of 1 kebab. So you get a little more. And a hot dog, ketchup and mustard. See, but mustard, the thing is, I don't charge them the ingredients. Why? Imagine if I charged $5 for each ingredient. Like, to make 1 bread would be $20. Then on top of that, I charge the $20 for the bread. So it'd be 40 bucks per bread. They wouldn't pay it. It's not worth it. But I did these not for free. I had to buy the farms. But the product pays off in the long run. So they don't get charged this. If anything, the $5 is gas fee and time. God, I can only imagine if they were like... Because imagine how much alcohol would be. Like vodka. If they charged you for 4, 7, 8, 9, 10 items. Or even this. Actually, is it less? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's less to make vodka than it is to make red wine, but it takes more. But this is, imagine if 14 items, you charge 20 bucks a piece, and then you charge on top of that price. I think 20 is actually fair. I really do think 20 per item is fair, considering that they have to pay 30 if they buy it from the market. I'm still waiting for a sheet for a recipe to use butter, though. No recipe uses butter, and only 1 recipe uses salt. See, I thought French fries would make salt. Like, would take... I thought that making French fries would take food oil, potatoes, and salt. Because you gotta cook them in oil. You gotta put salt on them, but it just takes the potato. I guess they didn't want to make it too complicated. A chicken bucket should just, chicken tenders. That's about right. But let's see, red wine is going. See, it's already dropped. It was at 38, I think. Now it's at 29. I could technically go start more glass and go get more grapes, but I don't have the yeast. I'll wait on that. 152 plus 143 is not. That's 195. I did the math to where it would equal 200, so 152 plus 1. Oh, no. Plus 80 plus 143. Yeah, it's 375. Okay. So what I have to do is I have to add this number with this number. Because this right here is changing. But it's taking this and this, taking crate and powder to make this. So this is done, this is not done. So these two numbers are added up. So wait a minute. What I could do is 300 minus 152 is 148. I could take 75 water out. That'll equal 300. And then I'll have water. Why am I taking the water out? I guess to free up space. I'll go throw it in this one. I already have the water necessary down there for the flour or for the breads. Turned into water. I have 75 water. I just use water on the breads and the wine, I think. Oh, wrong one. Okay. Full water crate for ferment. Yep. And then the next one should only be for the breads. Full water. You know what I could do? No, I can't. I was gonna say I could go make some coffee beer. Because the shop down in Los Santos wants it. I don't know if I'm the only one that makes beer. Because I would go into Ralph and be like, I'll start making it for him if he can get me the glass. He provides the glass, I'll provide everything else, and he buys it from me. That's fair, I believe. And I would sell it to him for like $200 a bottle. That way he can make profit off it. But if he provided the glass, because he owns a foundry and Bucket is in with the oil. If he provided me with the glass, I'd make him the coffee, beer, or I'd buy whatever machine he wanted. He wants to buy a machine and make, he can make Elite's own special beer, Because no one makes beer. He could rename the beer I make him and call it whatever he wants to call it. But if he would provide me the glass, I would make the rest of the stuff, but I would tell him straight out, you're only getting a certain amount a week. It's not going to be just whenever you call, it's ready. Because I don't want to fill up my inventory with alcohol. I'm still here, just been lurking, can't wait to get into Redline. I just need help, as I mentioned. I would make sure it's our Redline first, because I know there's like 4 other servers called Redline. I know that sounds dumb, but someone I know made that. They joined the Redline other server and thought it was ours and couldn't find anybody. And I'm like, because it's not ours. But, there's something. Oh, say, okay. But I think I'm not in there's 2 Discords, by the way. There's the Redline while you're waiting to get in, and then there's the Redline that when you've already got it. So if you've already got in, then you'll be like, let me see, I'm looking right here. I'm on Discord right now looking. I don't think I can go to the other Discord. I don't think I can go to the one that has like yeah, no, you have to be. Yeah, once you're accepted, you get access to like the full Redline website. While you're not whitelisted, you have access to a Discord, but it's not a full Discord. It's like a waiting room type area. But once you get accepted, they'll put a link to, you have to make the website, you have to make a wiki about your character. There's a couple of things, but yeah, I'd say if you've already been approved, then yes, definitely reach out to someone on the admin team. Why not? Making. Okay, Red's making. Oh, I had more bottles. I'm expecting 10 bottles. That's why. It's me. It's 100% me. Oh, see, I'm looking, this number and this number I thought should match, but it's the plant. It's this number. So I'm gonna have extra wheat powder, too, won't I? I should have 75 extra wheat powder, which guess what? I can turn that into flour. Because like I said, this number and this number should match, but it also, you have to add this in. So 138 plus 5 is, so I'd need to put 5 more wheat powder back in. So this would be 143, so I need to put 5 more wheat powder back. Yeah, what happened was it is taken since. So yeah, see, this should equal, with this number right here, 138. Or no, it should equal this number. So yeah, no, I should take, yeah, I'm wrong. Math is not, this number has to equal this number. That's what I mean. So these two numbers need to match, and then you add this number to this number. And something, oh, no, yeah. So this would be 138 plus 147, something ain't right there. 138 plus 147 is only 285. Okay, we're gonna do this. I'm gonna try to do math the smart way. 300 minus 147 is 153. So, yep, I'm 15 short on water, and, so see, I need to pull 15 more out. I did the math wrong. So I need to pull 15 of these waters out. And I can put 60 of these away. And I can turn that into flour as well. Or maybe yeast, depending. Yeah, math is not my strong suit right now, everyone. I am really sorry. There, 15 there. So let's go and do the math now. Okay, so we need 300. We have 130. That means I need 168. So we're going to minus 20. And then we're going to minus 153, which is negative 5. I don't understand, but as long as it equals to 300, I'm good. I'm good. I will have 5 extra yeast left over. I'm fine with that. To be honest, I probably should just go put it all back in here, even the one in the bread one, because I don't think I'm going to need bread for a while. I say that, watch like Rex's and them call me up saying they need bread. That's how it works. Oh no. Okay, hold on. The room's starting to spin. Oh, gotta rest my eyes for a second. Okay. Little bit of lightheadedness, but it's not too bad. I'm about to turn all of it off. All the yeast and stuff off and equal it out. And be like, 100 make it, might do that. Yes, it'll take a few more seconds. But I would need all of this stuff out again. Because it's really, like, right now I'm not in the mindset to be messing with this. Usually I'm way better. But right now my mind is not functioning fully. Okay, it's 0 minutes. I'm gonna wait for that to finish, but I can turn red. I could turn powder and red off. Okay, so we'll wait for that yeast to get done. And I'm not turning the bottles off. I need the bottles made. I can keep all those. I need to redo my list. Like, the powder and yeast should be the first two, then the bottles, then the 2 wines. That way you could just go down the list, like powder, then yeast, and the yeast is running, the bottle's running, and then when those 2 are done, you can turn on the wine. And then I need to make, like, the meat, the bread probably, because I get more orders for bread than I do for. Okay, did it pop yet? It did. Okay, so we're gonna turn off the yeast machine as well. What we're gonna do is we're gonna pull. No. The wheat plant, the wheat powder. And if it drops it, I'm fine with that, because I can pick it up. It's not gonna be on the floor long. Let me put it that way. And the yeast, 137. All right, it didn't drop anything. Okay, so we're gonna drop. I have 143, so I'll put 140. It's bugging with me. I'm sorry. Bear with me. My math is trying to math so hard and it's not doing it. Okay, and then I would need minus 140 is 160, so I would need 160 powder. Which well, hold on, before I do that, let's drop the water in. 100, you don't have enough for that. How did I know that was gonna happen? We'll drop 60. I don't have enough for 60. Son of a bitch. Now what are you gonna do? Now are you gonna tell me I don't have it? That's the one thing I don't like about it, but I'll live with it because, you know what, it's not actually as bad. Okay, so 160 water. Oh, it's just 60. Yeah, my bad. Okay, now we pick up this water so it doesn't. Okay, so 160 minus 80. So I need 80 wheat plant. We can drop the powder back in. 80. Turn the yeast back on. And then I would need 80 wheat plant. Okay, and we can turn the powder machine back on. And the red wine because the yeast is back. So that should equal, that right there should equal 300 even. This is what I should have left over. So I'm gonna go drop this in the storage and see what I can do. Okay, so we have quite a bit of wheat left. We have 200 yeast. If I had enough to make another 300, I probably would take from there. But I don't think I have enough to make another 100. Now, I don't have enough to go get the stuff. No problem, Red Panda. If I'm of any help, I'm happy to help. But yeah, I definitely would say talk to one of the admins. They are going to be extremely much more helpful. Alright, I don't need to carry this tablet anymore. I don't need to carry my body cam anymore, that's for damn sure. I gotta start getting rid of some of these outfit bags. We can put that in this one. No, that's the empty one. Could be this one. Yes. That can go in there. And then there's one in here. This one can also go in. And then that opens up a spot, 2 spots. Oh, this is in here, that's why. It opens up another spot in here now. Throw that one there. Okay, so I have 170. I need 122 for the... No, I don't. For the flower. Yes, I do. I do need 122. We'll drop that there, that there. So I have 48 left over. So when I get water, I want to equal out. Yeah, 122 will make 200. So I can put that powder in to make the flour, because when the yeast is done, that's why I wanted it to be 300 exactly. Because now I can throw this in there, and it won't make it into yeast. It'll definitely make it into flour, or it'll make it into powder, but it won't make it into yeast. Because there'll be no water. If it's equal like that, then I can do 2 things at once. So we're going to drop this 100 in, which it won't let me because it will say there's not enough. Oh, it did, okay. And then this 22. So now, this is equal to 300, but this will make the additional powder I need, which then I can turn into flour. So I don't have to worry about coming back later and fixing it. Be as original and detail-oriented as possible on your app. I will be honest with you. My first app, and let me tell you something, Red Panda, Dika, I failed my first application. Okay? Don't be afraid to fail your first application. Don't let it dissuade you from joining. It took me 4 tries to get into Redline. I failed my first application. I passed my second attempt. Then we used to have to do a verbal interview. I failed my first verbal interview, then I passed my second one. So don't let it dissuade you if you don't get it the first time. It's nothing on you. Okay, let's see. Does this give me food as well? I'm gonna be double clicking everything today now. I don't think this does, but let's look at our food meter. No. But how did I get food? I must have ate the ice cream without realizing it. No, it doesn't. Okay. I'm just gonna chug them all. Honestly, in the city, the other city I'm applying for the whitelisting, I'm not expecting to get in the first try. Honestly, I'm not. I'm expecting to get a rejection, but, you could try again. I give it a few days before I try it again, though. Like, I'm not just gonna instantly go right in and do another one. I'm gonna wait a few days. So, yeast powder, they're all going at the same time. That's good. Yeah, but I need to redo my wines as well. Baby. In y'all's opinion, should I put the alcohol last or first? I might put them last, because I'm not really doing alcohol that much. So I'd probably do the meat machines first, then the bread machines, then the extra machines, which y'all are probably wondering, like, extra machine would be like these. The beef slaughter, because I'm not actually using them. The product machines would come first. Like the bacon, the patties, those would come first. Then would come the bread. Then would come like the slaughter, and then would come like the mayonnaise mustard machine, the oil mustard. And then after that, put the alcohol. I don't know, because I use the yeast for a lot of stuff, so I think I should have those first. And if I have the yeast first, it's just dumb to not have the rest of the other. Maybe that. Maybe the powder, the yeast, the bottle, red and white, then the other stuff. But yes, for anyone thinking about joining Redline, don't be afraid to fail an application, okay? It does not mean that they don't want you. It does not mean that they're not paying attention, right? It sometimes it takes time. I know somebody who applied 4 times before they got it, you know? I know somebody who applied, didn't get in, and now has decided they don't want to play in Redline. And I'm like, you're missing out. I'm trying to tell them you're missing out. You don't know. They're in a public server, and they're missing out so much. And I said, you know, it's not a bad thing about you. They're taking it personally, and I'm like, you know, you can't. This isn't 100K or die city, you know? But yeah, don't be afraid, you know? Don't be afraid to pet. It's a mint. The sign just fell out. The sign said, oh, hold me. Somebody catch me. That stop sign was a white girl in a horror movie. It just fell over. But don't be afraid to, you know, it says nothing about you if you don't get in the first time you try. You know? It is worth it. And, you know, if you just put, if you put a little bit of yourself into it, right? Don't put what you think they want to hear. You know, put how you want to play. The first application I did was half and half. I put a little bit of stuff that I thought would make me look good based on what I've seen, and I put a little bit of stuff of what I wanted to do. The second application, I put everything I wanted to do. I didn't care what they wanted to hear. And you know what? That's what they wanted to hear. Oh, the dog's got little short legs. I need to go get a dog. I don't have a dog. All I have is a cat. I need to go buy a cat. I need to go buy a dog. I'll get a berry. Anything but mint. I do not like mint. In real life, I don't like mint, so... This double clicking is gonna change my life. Like, see, that's why you pay attention and you read about things. Because I'd noticed that stuff up there before, but I never really paid attention. I was too busy looking in my pockets. Now, it's like done. Wait a minute. Oh, it eats it after I'm done. Okay, I was like, wait a minute, it didn't take it. But it did. Yeah, all I have is cat message. Okay. I need to change the headlights on this. It's still got the black lights. Is there a mechanic? Is this Rocks was still open? Honestly, I don't think I have the money to change it. No, I don't. But are they still open? They are. I mean, of course I do have the money. It's just I don't know what color to change them to. Maybe I can't do red, can I? You can't have red headlights or red underglow. I think it's both. I think you can't have red or blue headlights. There's no police on, is there? Nope. Well, the mechanic would know. I see that car coming. I'm not running out. And in real life, I have been hit by a car. I was very, very young when it happened. It taught me look both ways. So I'm not going to let Arya just run out in the street and get hit. Hello, Neptune. How are you doing this morning? I'm actually feeling wide awake, which is what worries me, because this is usually I feel wide awake before I crash. So if I stop talking for an extended amount of time, probably fell asleep. I'm trying to keep up with people. I'm trying to keep... Damn, you're everywhere today. You know what? Are you here? I do have a question.
Yeah, I'm doing
What
stuff. What's up?
What color headlights are illegal? It's red and blue, right?
Yeah, I think just red and blue.
Okay, alright, that's all I needed. You probably think so I'm gonna ask questions about the business and stuff like that. No, I'm gonna go confirm with the mechanic. It's probably still Heather. Yep. Hey, I have a dumb question for you.
What's up?
What color headlights are illegal?
As far as I know, only red or blue. Red or blue.
Okay. All right then.
Hello.
Thank you. Bye. Yeah, so I might do yellow then. Dealing with 5M problems? Yeah. Yep. I might do I could care less, but you know what? You know what? No, I'm not gonna bother Bucket. Let him, he's got enough on his plate today. I can cook, that's all I care about. I was gonna ask him about the stashes, but I can cook, so I'm not gonna worry about it. See, I did the underglow was yellow. I remembered to change the underglow, but I forgot to change the head. Honestly, I'm considering selling this, but I don't know. The Panto is the one that everybody, like, people don't like how it looks, but they love how it looks. Yellow, yeah, that's probably how I'm gonna do it. I don't want a headlight called Golden Shower, even though it matches better. I just don't want it called that. Orange doesn't look bad. I mean, it's too dark, though. It is a mix between the two colors, though. That might be the way to go. Is orange. Neon whites. I don't know, can I do this with the headlights? That's neon. Can I put, no, I can't do RNG with the headlights. If I turn the neons it's too yellow. It's gonna have to be this one. Now it matches. I hate that it's that name, but kinda have to. I don't even have the 10K to select that. Yeah, but I don't, is that white? On the bottom? That might just be straight red. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna bother him about the stashes. I care less about the stash. Hi, Paul. Welcome in. Stashes at the restaurant, care less. If I need anything, I'll bring it myself. Yeah, he's got enough stuff on his plate right now. I'm not gonna bother him. I should have asked if he... Because when he bought my alcohol the other day, I think he used his own money instead of the city's. Because Dan wasn't in the city. So I should have reminded him just in case he forgot. He wouldn't forget. That's too much of an amount to forget. So it's still just the restaurant and the mechanic. Oh, Sandy's mechanic is open. I wonder if that's Daniel. Or it could be Maka. Alright, so... Nah, it's Julian. Or it's not, is it? That might be Julian. That might be his character's name. But it's Carmine. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna give Bucket a long-winded, question that he has to explain stuff. No, he's busy. He's on his tablet. He's in his business, so let him deal with that. I'll probably put in for it later today. I gotta think of some things, though. I do want to present, like, a decent business plan. Employee retention is the only problem I have. Like, I can incentivize them to work there, but... plus, I don't mind in, like, I don't mind about past history, right? You can be I would hire, French. I would hire, Maka, even though they have some of the worst charges in the city. That wouldn't bother me at all. If I tried to hire only people who didn't have criminal records, it would just be me working at the restaurant. Might give sign-on bonus incentive. That way, new people coming into the city, it could help them out a little, you know? If I do this, does this work better? Let's see, this might work better. Just looks weird. I had to move my microphone. I don't like it like this. Okay. Trying different things. So if needs be, if people need a restaurant open, I have enough. These 3 items right here are enough to feed every single person in the city multiple times over. Let's see, there's 13 people besides me. Oh yeah, even just the potatoes would be enough to feed everyone. They'd have to go buy drinks because I don't have access to the cups. Okay, so this is still going. Red wine is still going. I'm down to 2,500. So I could go pick up, more plant or more water, but I'll wait. I'm just gonna make 200 today. And I might just make 500 and sell them in 500s to him. Because it's not a lot of money at one time. So I'm gonna do that today too. I'm gonna start deleting these. That way I can set up wines how I want them when all this other stuff's done. Yep. Okay. I'll explain in a second. I got a DM from someone talking about something. It's nothing. It's nothing. Oh, they're doing a huge update in another city today. Yeah, when this is done, I'm gonna delete all these and I'm gonna start. This is gonna be my first line. This will be my second line. Because this is most. Unfortunately, if you're gonna do alcohol, these are your 2 bread and butter. But speaking of bread, it's kind of my bread and butter too, because I do more bread. I do more tortilla and buns than I actually do patties or bacon. So I probably won't make the kebab machine. It's gonna be one of these if I don't need them. Like kebab and sausage probably won't be made. Oh, hold on a second. What I should do, to be honest with all of y'all, I'm gonna be 100%, and I try to be 100% honest with y'all. What I should do with the amount, I want to buy that car, so I want to start saving up for it. But I should just upgrade everything to max level. Like every single farm, every single machine, except for the beer and the barley, because I don't really use them. But see, like, these machines will not be in line. But I should, like, the flour, even the cream, the cheese, I should upgrade all of these to 4. And I should upgrade even if I don't use them, like vanilla, I should level every single farm up to max. Just so that if, like, one day the money stops, like, they have to, like, correct, and money becomes stingy, all my stuff will be full up and ready to go. Fingers crossed, Dika. Yep. It might take a few days, right? It's not like there's no bot doing it. Somebody is actually looking over it. But yep, we have a great whitelist staff. And like I said, if it comes back with, hey, you need work on this, don't take that as criticism, right? Listen to them. I got a chance. I had a heart-to-heart talk with 2 of the staff members, right? And you can, they were bringing up good points. So either A, I could be like, well, you know what? I know better. Or B, I could be like, these are people who know what they're doing. These are successful people. I should definitely listen to them. I took the second choice. These are people who know what they're doing. They're not, they're not struggling at all. I'm going to listen to them because I don't want to be struggling at all later on. I don't want to, I'm definitely, so if they say something, don't take it as a criticism, right? That's the biggest thing I can say in real life too. In real life, if your boss, you might hate your boss, but if he does a good job, you could hate your boss, but that boss could still do the job, right? They had a boss. I worked at a big box store. I'm not saying which one, Target. Not saying which one. I hated my boss, but guess what? He got the job done. Everything was done on time. The store ran. Everything was smooth. We didn't like him, but now if I was working there now, right? If I was working there now, I'd be listening to everything he had to say. Even when it sounded like he was yelling or criticizing at you, I'd be listening to everything he has to say because guess what? He has the job that everybody else wants. There's a reason he's still there. He's still the manager to this day. It's been since 2011 is when I left that job. He is still the manager up there today. So he survived COVID. He survived layoffs. He survived the recession. He survived downturn. This man knows what he's doing. So if someone is successful in life and you think that, they're trying to tell you something to be an a-hole, you might want to listen to them because they might be telling you how to be successful. Did they ever fix, what was it? Did they fix the Shiken bugger? I don't know where the Shiken was. It wasn't in here. But yeah, the bugger was in the trade market. I think it was in here. When I put on raw chicken. Was it here? No, it wasn't. Yeah, but the chicken bugger. I thought it was hilarious. I still think it's hilarious. Hello there, big guy Ryan. But I know most people don't like their boss. That's how we don't want to be told what to do. We want to be able to do things on our own. I understand that 100%. But it's dumb not to take advantage of someone who's already there. Who can, instead of not liking him, you can ask him, well, what did you do to get here? And when he tells you what it is, he might be telling you the path to millionaires. He might be telling you the path to success. And I've also found that once you're with a manager that you think is bad, if you just kind of do what they say and just, nod along with them and agree with them, if it doesn't affect your safety or your performance, they'll leave you alone. They'll actually like you enough to help you out sometimes. That's not every time. There are those bosses, though. They made a movie, Horrible Bosses. I know a couple of them. But, my whole point of this is one of those, uplifting comments is sometimes they're not criticizing you. Sometimes they're trying to help you out, and you just don't see it that way. And I used to live my life thinking that everybody was criticizing. And when a lot of times they were trying to help. They were trying to tell me, look, this is what you're doing. this is, you know, what you need to be doing, and you're just thinking to yourself, I know what I'm supposed to be doing. Well, maybe you don't. You know, we can be wrong. We are humans. We can be wrong. But had I listened to when I was 18, 19, somewhere around there, someone told me, and I thought he was joking. I thought he was joking. You need to invest in Apple computers because they're going to be the future. They're going to blow up one day. And if you invest $1,000 right now, you'll be a millionaire. And I thought, really? Computers? Windows is going to kill Apple. If I'd invested $1,000, I would be a millionaire. More times over. My partner's mother, my mother-in-law, she was offered a starting piece in Netflix when it was a mail system before they did streaming. And she turned them down because she said people are just going to steal them. I mean, imagine if you got in on the ground floor of Netflix. The same thing with Bitcoin. I could have bought Bitcoin when it was $50 a Bitcoin. But I thought to myself, this isn't real money. Nobody's going to want this. This is going to fail. There's no backing. Now look, if I'd have bought $1,000 of Bitcoins at $50 a piece, I wouldn't, you know, my computer, I'd probably own the biggest Redline server because I could put millions of dollars into it, you know? Right now, I'm thinking about taking some of my retirement fund and moving it into blue chips. And what blue chips are is like they're the most popular stocks, like Walmart, Nike, stuff that predominantly is not guaranteed to make money, but they're going to have to really mess up. Like, I mean, like Target mess up to lose money, which is not a bad investment. Procter & Gamble probably would be the best investment. Imagine if you would have bought when COVID was first released. Imagine if you'd have bought stock in the company that made the vaccine. You know, back then, I think it was selling for like $30 a share. You know, in 2022, it was selling for like $400 a share. GameStop, that's the famous one, Diamond Hands. I was there for that. And I wish I would have got in on it, but I was too late. If I'd have bought, I'd have been like the dumb people buying, thinking it was going to go high when it was at the max. But I remember that story. I'm just afraid to invest retirement funds, you know, because if you lose them, there's no real way to get those back. Not anymore. But if you live your life afraid, what kind of life is that? You'd make more money putting everything in SPY. Yeah, I know. I have hi T-Bomb, by the way. I have a financial advisor. It comes with the job. That, you know, they don't want to spend all of our money because they're afraid. This is a valid fear, by the way. They're afraid we'll spend all of our money and then start going to our patients for money. Like digging in when they want to go buy groceries, getting cash back, you know. So they have a financial advisor who, you know, when I say financial advisor, it's a guy we can call if we have questions. It's not someone who's calling us and asking us, you know, hey, let me tell you this. Let me, you know, no. He's not doing that. But they have it, you know. Sorry, I tried changing something, but I don't know if everyone sees that or it's just me. But yeah, my investment, one of the smartest investments I made was corn futures. And because this was right when they were talking about, well, we're going to start making ethanol, and it's going to go into the gas. It's going to use corn. So I said, well, if they're going to start putting corn in the gas, then corn prices are going to shoot up. And I invested in it, and sure enough, it shot straight up. I've sold those stocks since then. But, you know, that is a valid fear. It is, because a lot of people, you know, if you don't have enough money to retire, you're going to be that guy in Idiocracy. You know, that's when I have to watch that movie again. You're the guy, welcome to Costco, I love you. They're gonna be that guy. Oh, okay. So 50 wine. So we're halfway done with the wine. That's good. But, you know, financial advice don't come to me. Don't come. I passed up on so many opportunities that would have made me millionaire over. But positive vibes, yeah, I'll give you positive vibes. Help with anything I can, 100%. But, you know, then talk to a stockbroker if you want to invest. Don't invest on somebody who doesn't, know. Like, there's a reason the stockbroker radio shows, every single few minutes they post, these are opinions, not, they're basically saying that we can be wrong. We're probably not. I followed some of the advice of the radio shows. When I drove Uber and Lyft on Sunday mornings, I did early morning. They'd be running this show, guy just talking about money and stocks. And one time he made really good sense. So I invested in the company. And I still own the company shares, and it's went up. Not as much as he predicted, but, it still went up. I'm up like 30, 40%. He's told us a couple of stocks that, like he said, he was big on Target in 2020 when COVID happened. Now, Target stock is falling. That's because they made some bad business decisions. Bud Light is another one. Budweiser altogether, they will recover. But they're still down from the, what happened last year or the year before. They'll recover, though. That's one stock that probably will eventually recover and be fine. I can't do that, Bomb. I'm not, I'm good with basic math and all that, but, the futures, it's hard for me to want to risk because it's just not just my future. If I was single, yeah, I could be making moves all the time, but I have to think, I have someone else that's going to depend on me, and I'm going to depend on her. No. Y'all, I've never seen a rabbit right there. Usually they're on the other side of the fence. I'm so glad I didn't hit the rabbit. I feel so bad. Most of the time, even if you drive over a rabbit, it won't kill the rabbit. There's very specific... there's two rabbits right here. Usually. Yep, see, there they are. Usually they'll run in front of the tires, and I've even hit one, completely went over it with my back tire, and it just kept hopping away. But if I kill a rabbit, it makes me really sad. My IRA is doing better than my man. Yeah, oh God, IRAs are doing way better than 401ks. Because they're borrowing. The government's taking money out your 401k to pay off the welfare benefits. Where do you think those welfare benefits are coming from? Your taxes? The American taxpayers, their taxes don't cover that anymore. It's so much. That taxes cover, I think they had an economist talking about it. Our taxes only cover 70% of welfare benefits. That they're taking money from other places. They're taxing the 401ks more. I'm in the wrong place. This is not where I wanted to go. They're taxing they want to start charging tax on future earnings. They want to tax money you haven't even made yet. And that's stock market money. So you buy a stock, they want to charge you a tax the money you might make. And if you don't make that money, well, they got their tax money. They don't care. That was a plan they were pushing in Congress 3 years ago. 3 or 4 years ago. They were literally going to tax you money that you don't have. California's trying to do that. New York's trying to do that. If you move out the state, they want you to pay their state taxes for another 10 years after you leave the state. I'm sorry, but what? I left the state and you want me to pay your taxes for another decade as well as paying taxes where you live now. So if you move to, if you lived in New York and you move to Nebraska. I don't know. I'm just spitting out. New York wants you for 10 years to pay New York taxes on top of you already paying taxes in Nebraska. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. And that's how they're getting their money, is they're taking from people's 401ks. They can't take the IRA. They can't touch your IRA. Local governments cannot do, they can touch your 401, but they can't do anything about your IRA. IRA is government backed, and the government's not going to touch those, because if they take from your IRA, they lose money. Oh my God. I thought I had a text message. I got a text message on my work phone, which I really never get unless it's work related. There's an election here tomorrow. So they've obviously got into our phones. They're not supposed to. Work phone, home health care, remote health care workers are not supposed to receive election or spam or anything like that. So apparently, this person who I'm going to look who it is, because I think I already know. But yeah, they want you to pay taxes on money that you don't even have, so that they can give that money to somebody else who refuses to work. And don't get me wrong, there are a lot of people on the system that need that help. And I feel bad for them, and I want them to get that help. But just throwing more money at them every single year is not the way to help someone. Because my fear is what happens when 52% of the United States population is on government benefits, and we're only taxing 48% of it. There's not going to be enough money. And then, can you imagine all the crime that's going to happen if they have to go, well, we can't give y'all no more money because we just don't have it. It'll be like the purge every single night for the rest of our lives. They won't have the money to pay police officers or military. And before people are like, that's an overreaction, it's happened in so many countries before. That's how Somalia got to be the way Somalia is. The population was given money, and then they ran out of money, and then piracy took over. I do like my history. Look at this. I'm awake now. I'm 100% alert. I could probably do long division calculus. I can feel my heart pumping. Something. This don't feel right though, but because I'm excited. Now, when it comes to talking the money and the stocks and all that, I try not to get too involved, because I don't want somebody taking my advice and then they lose a bunch of money and say, well, you know, she told me. No, that's not it. That's not the look I'm going for. But just something ain't right. I'm sitting here going, wait a minute, but then I have this. It's all gonna work out. It's all gonna work out. I just need to keep telling myself that. Okay. So if I go get 800, I would need 2,600. Is that right? Yes, 2,600 to make, well, no. I need 300 wheat, 300 water, and 1,000, so 16. Automated trading platform, I would be afraid of that. Because first off, AI can be hacked. And if AI decides that, you know, hey, this stock AMG is great, but you put a decimal point wrong, it'll buy AMC, and then you lose everything overnight while you're sleeping. That's why I don't trust like the Robinhood platforms and all that. I'd rather go through my stockbroker. My voice is really feeling it. I'm glad y'all can't hear my voice right now. I sound like I smoked 60 packs of menthols for 20 years. Oh, I've actually done longer than I thought I would. What do we have here? Oh, okay, Bucket is firing more people off a burger shot. Yep, somebody he just let go, I think, is going to cause someone else to quit. I'm not going to say anything. He might be streaming later. I'll let him do all the stuff. Okay. Ooh, okay. I went to the customization tab, you know, to see who else was on. And Harvey's on, but he's doing Feroza. So you're right. Whoever in the beginning said people are going to be doing Feroza today, you're probably 100% right. I'm going to be honest. I've never been interested in racing games, but I love the landscape of Japan. Like, I love the pictures. I want to go there so bad just to see the scenery, just to look at it, because it looks so neat. And this Feroza is set in Japan, like with all the backdrops. So I'm not interested in the racing part, but I'd be interested in maybe the scenery, like because they took actual places and made them for the races. Oh, also, I was putzing around on the internet yesterday, and I read something very funny, but it was not related to Redline. And let me put it this way. I have now repurposed an insult. An insult. Because y'all know that I know a lot of good insults. I have repurposed an insult for O.P. Winston. Like, if I see him and he says something dumb, I have the perfect comeback for it. The perfect one. It's not mean. It's funny. And that's what I'm trying to do with the insults. They're not trying to be mean. They're trying to be funny. Like, being mean, I'm not attacking him. You know, I'm just making fun of something in RP that he can't really deny. I'm not going to tell y'all. Y'all will see, because I got one for French as well. And it's probably going to be Sierra who does it. Because Arya isn't really in the position. She's not really trying to be mean. But Sierra, she could be mean. Oh, another thing. Here's the thing. I was talking to those two people I told you. I'm not going to tell you who they are. I brought up the name of, like I've been saying, that there's a cop I wanted to try called Miranda Wrights. They said drop the S. Just make it Miranda Wright. They said that would probably be way better. And you know what? They're 100% right. They're 100%. I thought about it. Yeah, 100% they're right. I might try that cop character in another city, though. Maybe that public one I'm in. Just try it out. Just to see how it works. Okay, I need to get rid of this. The bacon, the patties, and the tortillas. I wish I could just bring them up and at them and go, here, take them. I could. If I got rid of all that stuff, go back to basics. I should do that. I should just take everything to the damn restaurants and be like, here, you can have it free this one time. I'm going back to basics. If I do apply for Bob's, and for some reason, honestly, I don't think I would get it. I'm gonna be honest. I may be defeating myself, but I probably am going to. You know what? I'll apply for it. I will. I'm telling y'all right now. I'm gonna put in the application for it later today. Soon as my new house is done being built, I plan on joining 5M. Come on in. I thought you were already in 5M. We have someone named T-Bomb. Or it's T-Bond. That's what it is. It's T-Bond. My mind is, like I said. But, I just need to get, like, not the answers they want, right? What are you going to do to ensure the business will be open? I don't want to give them the answer, oh, well, I will be working there, and I will make sure it's open every day. No, that's not what I want to do. I want to tell them the real reason. Like, I can't promise you it's going to be open every day, every second. But I'm looking for people interested in the city, maybe people who have just flew into the city, maybe people who want to try their hand at another, and those are the people I would want to work there. What makes you think you'd be a good choice as operator? Oh, well, y'all can't hear it, but I'm doing a voice. I've been running this for the past No. Why? because I care about the people in the city. You know? I've only opened, I know I could say that, I opened Bob's because of EMS and all that. It's not good enough, right? I didn't just open the restaurant so when EMS came, they'd be done. I've served everyone in the city. Because I know the complaints we hear about none of the restaurants are ever open. Why? Any information you think would make you most successful business operator. I'm not trying to be the most successful business operator. I'm trying to open a business that people can enjoy, that will come and shop, that will help, that sounds like stuff they want to hear, but it's also true. Including plans for advertising. I mean, honestly, Birdie, Trendy, employee bonuses, but guaranteed. Whoever's the employee of the week, and it can't be me. It can't be me, even though it will be me. It won't. It's going to go based on the amount of hours you work and the amount of money you bring in. So you might not work the most hours, but you might bring in the most money. You might work 40 hours and only bring in a little bit, But whoever shows that they want to be there, I'll definitely make it worth their while to be there. This is the easiest one, though. Managing farm relations? I mean, come on. I could just put that. When I would put that on the business plan, I'd be like, really? With a question mark. I'm on very good terms with Teabag and Sean. The other farms are only doing alcohol at the moment. So I'll probably do this later, but I'll probably go put together a business plan with all of this. I'm not going to go for Up and Atom. I was thinking about trying to go for Up and Atom. I don't think I will. I think I'll go for Bob's. Honestly, I think Gia would be a good runner. She cares about the restaurant. No, and let me put it this way, from my point of view, it doesn't look like anybody cares about Bob's. The only one I can say is Senna, but in the entire 3 weeks I worked there, he put in 2 shifts. That was it. Not even once a week. But if you have any experience running or working, yes and no. Working, yes. Running, kinda, because it was just me doing it. I don't have, other people working there, so kinda. The names of any managers. If I'll be honest, if RJ wants to come into the restaurant with me, he could come in. He could be a manager. I'll be honest with you. I'd love to keep Mac on. I would love to keep Echo on. I don't know if Echo's going to stay on, though, because the coffee shop, that could pick up for her. And I don't want to stop that from happening. I don't want to be like, hey, you didn't work your hours this week, You know what? Is that how you spell entrepreneurs? It probably is. I'm just like, my mind is reading the whole thing. But I don't want to tell them what they want to hear. I want to tell them what I really think. And that's what you should do on your application. Tell them what you really want to do. My application had nothing to do with Aria. Aria was created after I had been accepted. My original character was 100% completely the opposite of Aria. And they liked the sound of it. And I just never did it. It just never happened. I'm not going to tell y'all what it was because one day I might decide to make that character. And I don't want somebody else being like, oh, I'll do it, because it got them in. But I might still make that character. See, it says businesses. So can you apply to more than one? Could I apply to Burger Shot and Up and Atom? Because it says businesses. It doesn't say just which business. It is plural. I don't think I will apply for Roxwood, though. And like I said, Burger Shot. I would just call it Burger Shot, because... And I would even put in the application. Yeah, I'd just call it Burger Shot, because then I'd get free advertising around multiple points of the city that have billboards, trucks, you know, placards all over the place with Burger Shot logos on it. Even the trash on the ground has the Burger Shot logo and the Burger Shot name. I understand why he called it Bob's Burgers. Don't get me wrong. You know, we all understood. But there's just so much free advertising for Burger Shot around the city that it would be dumb not to take advantage of. It seems like it's taken way too much yeast. But it's not, right? It's not. It takes 3, and I have... It takes 15 per 5 alcohol. So, but they all should be running together. It seems like one of them is running faster than the other. It's probably just me. If I have to stop with the wine to finish up making the yeast, guess what? No, I think it'll be fine. I think it's ticking along just fine. What is this 110 water for? 30 more bottles means 30 more yeast. What? Did I put in the exact amount? No, I put in 300. I didn't need 300 because I'd already made some. So, yep. So I'm just gonna let it go, though. It'll stop making the, when this is gone. It'll stop making the wine. So it's the perfect amount. And I have enough to make 110 more yeast, so I'll set that aside. And then, so it's not going to be 110. It's going to be a little less than that, because this is going to tick down. Actually, it might not. I think I was right. I think 30 yeast is all I need. So this is going to make another... I think it's going to make way too much yeast. Look, no, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. All this is good. Yep, all this is good. Okay. Uh-oh. Yeah, I think I'm fine. I think this will be okay. I'll be honest with y'all, I just almost dozed off. Like, oh, I'd shake my head and get some more water. Right, but I've been on for 3.5 hours. I've done a normal stream today. I thought I'd be on for like an hour and then I'd pass out. Thank y'all. Thank all of y'all for keeping me awake and alert. My patient's up. She's awake. I mean, my partner's up. She's doing her job. After, like, she's done with this appointment, she's off for, like, 3 hours. So I can go take a nap. And that'll be it around noon. Lunch has already been told that it's microwave. It's just, you know, we're just going to put one of those microwave TV dinners in. I'm not preparing lunch. We went to Walmart yesterday. Me and my partner went to Walmart at around 6 o'clock. Somewhere around there, and bought sandwiches and salads and a couple of microwave meals. And that's for the next 2 days. We have enough to survive without me cooking. I was going to make chicken last night. I was about to make chicken. I have this seasoning mix I make. It's like a Mexican seasoning that you put on the chicken. Ooh, it makes it so good. And it's not spicy, because my patient can't have anything spicy. It's got a kick to it, like spice, but it's not spicy, but it tastes like you got all those extra stuff in there. And it's just a mixture of adding a little bit more garlic powder and a little tap extra of paprika. It gives it the taste of spicy, but it doesn't have the actual spice. But I was probably gonna make that tonight then. I don't know, maybe tomorrow. I'm still a little. It actually depends. My partner said that if she can go to work and the patient's fine, that they both said they'll let me sleep. But here's my thing. I don't want to sleep so much today that I can't sleep tonight. That I have trouble getting to sleep tonight. Because tonight's a regular night of sleep. I can go to sleep, get my 8 hours. But I don't want to be up all day to where I sleep more than, like, I wake up tomorrow at 6 or 7 and I have to get up and do all the stuff. So I'm going to take a little, probably 2 or 3 hour nap, stay up the rest of the day, and then just go to bed maybe a little early. You're trying to get my sleep schedule back. All right, how much are we doing on the wine? Are we still at 70? No, 75. Okay. Oh, that's right. The bottles will kick out too. So I'll run out of bottles and grapes at the same time. And then I can delete the bottle and the red. And then when I delete those two, it'll put these two at the top. So I don't have to actually turn those off. That works great. As you sound, yeah, we're sounding alert, but like, I got that surge of, yes, adrenaline would be the correct word. I got it passionate talking about something, and then I stopped talking about it, and your body just kind of, goes down. The melatonin's rising. Okay, but you know what? I'm still here. This has just been a farming dashboard stream that I thank y'all for hanging out with me. Ugh. Yeah, but you take anything away from today's stream if y'all just joined or y'all were here from the beginning. Number one, don't get discouraged in failure, right? Don't get discouraged in failure. Don't be afraid to try things. Look up. Every day is a positive. Every day you're above ground is a gift. That's why it's called the present. Okay, you know what? There's enough of y'all on. I wasn't gonna say the insults, but I'll tell y'all the insults, because I need to keep my mind occupied. The insult for Havoc is your mouth is so big your French kiss involves Germany and Spain. And the one for Opie is Christmas around your house must be disappointing. With all the children you have, you never wrap anything up. See, those are two clever insults. And they're not mean, and they go in city. Like, they're not attacking the person behind the character. They're specifically about the character. I have another one for Ralph, but it's not done. It sounds good, but I know I can improve on it. But those are the two insults I'm going to tell them whenever I get into argument with them. Which, if I'm playing a crim character, I almost got... I was robbing a house as Sierra the other day, learning how to do house robberies. And as I'm in the house, I hear them enter, both of them. And I hear Opie saying, this says it's already been searched. And, then I ran out of the house, and they're like, oh, there's someone here. And I know that I hopped in my car and drove off. I could have stopped, and I could have talked to him, right? But there was 4 of them, and 1 of me, and I had 2 pieces of mail on me. So all they'd have to do is knock me out, rob from me, and then leave me there for the police to find. And that's not something that's out of the realm with them. So I was like, let me get out of here while I'm ahead. The difference between my couch and my couch. Yeah. But, I'm just trying to find, like, I have a whole list of insults, like, in my head ready to go. And the stupid ones, the ones I don't think are good, are usually the best ones. Like, they're usually the ones that get the best reaction. And I'm like, they're okay. the ones that I think are great are just like, they're like, okay, you know, ha ha ha. So different strokes for different folks. But yeah, I'm gonna look up. I told, who did I tell it? I think I told, I forgot, but I said, you must have been born on the highway because that's where accidents happen. I forgot who I said that. I told, Elite, I can hear the cholesterol in your voice. You know, the 4th grade was the hardest 5 years of your life. I'd use that one on a couple of people. That's one of my favorites. Because it's just funny. I told, Dan was at Frenchie's that night that the trial happened. And Dan got up there and roasted everyone. And he said something about me. I said, I hope your wife brings a date to your funeral. It's like, wow. Just there's some, you know, somewhere out there is a tree producing oxygen just for you. You owe that tree an apology. I said that about somebody? If you ran the way your mouth does, you'd be in better shape. You know, like all kind of stuff, but there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them y'all had not heard. Like, there's some that are very, like, Arya would never say them. Arya would never say them. But Sierra might. Sierra would probably have no trouble. I want to differentiate the two. Arya's nice and friendly. I don't want Sierra to be a bitch, right? I want her to be approachable and, like, willing to work with people. But I don't want her to be, like, you know, just taken advantage of. Because Arya has definitely been taken advantage of. But she doesn't mind so much, you know? I think it's taken 15 yeast. Between, so this one, I'll be able to produce this one, but I don't know if I'm going to be able, I might be able to produce 2 more. And then the machine might break at 90. And I might have to play catch up. But I can do that. Someone's trying to get me to start a Discord channel, and I'd probably just put general chat, insults, and jokes. That'd probably be the only 3 I'd ever have. I'm not a big social media person. Like, Facebook really kind of messed up my family for a few years, so I stayed off of social media. I've never been on TikTok. I've never been on Instagram. I've never been on Twitch. Not once in my life. I just, like, people are too truthful, if you know what I mean. People get, like, too truthful, and then they don't think you're gonna see it. When the second you post it, like, people tag you. Why would you tag the person you're insulting? Like, when you're trying to speak behind their back. That was my biggest question. Like, my brother said some stupid stuff about me. Like, hurtful. This was not trying to be funny. This was trying to be hurtful. And he tagged me in it. So he made sure I would see it. That our mother would see it. That my partner would see it. That my partner's friends would see it. Why? That's just hurtful. And I don't do Facebook or any of that because of that. I don't want to. I think I'm probably happier for it, though. Every study I've seen says that if you stay off of political sites and you stay off of social media sites, you're a happier person. No, don't get your news from a social media app either. That's one of the biggest things I have to tell people. Like, when we're having a conversation and people are like, oh, I saw on, what was it? TikTok, the news. I have to tell them, you can't take your news from TikTok. I will say this, if you're looking for something different and interesting, yesterday while I was doing my YouTube, because I stayed on YouTube a little bit yesterday because I had nothing else to do, I found marble races. Like, people who race marbles down these tracks. It was just, I don't know why, it was so interesting and so calming and relaxing. Like, just watching these marbles race down a track. And I had this one person, I forgot the username. he gets so animated about it. Like, he jumps out of his chair screaming when the marble he picks wins. He has a marble he doesn't like, and when they win, he gets mad. And it was just funny to watch. And they're little shorts. It's not like they're long videos, they're shorts. And it's just so funny to watch. It was so calming. They have another one where a guy puts a little button camera on a Hot Wheels car and then runs it through the Hot Wheels tracks. So you're seeing like you're driving the car, but it's a Hot Wheels running on a Hot Wheels track. And it's just interesting to watch, like how they make these tracks, how they build all of this stuff. So today, if you just like sitting around, have nothing to do, go look that up. It's just interesting to watch. I was really thrown back with the Hot Wheels one, really threw me back. I was like, you know, this is interesting to look at it. It really was. Like, yeah, see, I have 10 yeast here, so it'll pop off, depending on which one pops off first. So what I'm going to do is, I'll turn the red off. Yeah, see, the red's going to pop first, because when I turn them back on, I turned them this one, this one, this one. So I'm going to turn that off, now I'm going to turn this back on. I should be good now. It should produce the rest of them. I should be good. The bottle is 15. Yep, because it'll pop off the yeast first. Then 2 minutes later, this will pop off to 90. Then 2 minutes later, this will pop off back to 15. Then this will pop off for 15, or I don't know. It should work. If it doesn't, it'll be like 5 short, right? It won't be much. Okay, let me... What is going on here with this? Oh, I didn't do that today either. Alright, there we go right there. There is... Oh, there's 19 people in the city now. That's good. Population... Let's see, is anybody doing anything? Services? No, just the restaurant and the mechanic still. Okay. I should have took the money out to go change the headlights. Because that has been bothering me. That I don't know, I might sell that car back, the Rhapsody. I don't really use it. It's not getting the... Like the Panto, people know that car. No one really gives a about the Rhapsody. My whole plan today, by the way, was not farming. My whole plan was not farming at all. It was making outfits. That was what my plan was going to be today, is to go make outfits. But, right now, I'm thinking about it. Like, yeah, I've been this whole entire stream, I haven't thought about the outfits once. And then, right now, I'm thinking about it. Okay, I need, while I have... I got my seatbelt on, okay. I need to fill up. I need gas. I don't know if Eddie's cheaper than, Kelly right now. For the longest time, Eddie was the cheapest gas in the city. But, yeah, $7.55. I think Kelly's at $8 now. Very slow. Give me a second, everyone. Alright, let's put this back up. Now I think I have like $100 in my pocket. Yep, 143. Oh, all 3 mechanics are open now. Okay. Hey, Ralph. I should go make some more, trendies about Lester with the rat. But I don't know, Lester hasn't done anything bad to me lately. So, like, I can't really be mean to him. I know that a lot of people liked that one. But, I mean, there's no reason for me to be mean to him. Why did he run? They all ran. Okay. So, everyone, I thank y'all for hanging out with me. I'm falling asleep. I already set up, there's only one other person streaming, so if y'all just hang out, we'll send y'all to him. Squeeze a tater. Yo, tell him I said hi, but I am falling asleep. That's my partner came out here while I was getting gas telling me that she's done for me to go get some sleep. I thank y'all for hanging out. I'm gonna try to be here tomorrow. I appreciate all y'all keeping me up and keeping me awake. And I will definitely try to be here tomorrow. Alright, have a great day. And I have a great day. I'm repeating myself. Alright, I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye.